Do you know how bizarre it is that we spent all this time investigating someone by the name of Pike, and then in this town, this small town, with this whole situation here with the radio, with what we're investigating now, I find someone by the name of Holloway and someone by the name of Pike in like the same book, in the same context, in the same club? Isn't that interesting?
I mean, yeah, I suppose, but... well,
you guys believe in the fundamental interconnectedness of everything, right? Like, if anything that we've learned in the time that we've worked together, we believe in that, right? All of us, equally?
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Were you talking like string theory or
I don't know about strings. I just mean like right place, right time, wrong place, wrong time. Like that's like the story 100% of the time. People are in the wrong place at the wrong time. They bring us to the right place at the right time. Listen, I'm just finding it pretty weirdly enjoyable and satisfying to be like a small infinitesimal cog in a very large celestial machine.
No, I honestly, I think we're probably more than small at this point. Like, really, not to like overinflate our egos or nothing, but it's kind of seems like a big deal than what we're doing.
It's just every single time someone like throws a bit of side eye at me for the decisions I make, like, the things I choose to steal or break into, and like, don't read into that too much morally, but like in terms of investigating the case, in terms of solving what we're doing, nothing's a coincidence. Everything's connected. Everything is...
Sledge on that pole a couple of times would probably take care of it. You guys moved?
Yes, we did. We had D.U.M.
Well, I've got it here. There's somebody nearby. If they ever found out.
Well, now I reckon I ought to tell you a story about a little office that handles things nobody else will. The supernatural, super unnatural, hauntings, hexes. The whole list is rather long, and we don't have near enough daylight for that. What you need to know is this. Ain't no script here. We make it up as we go. Music, sounds, etc. It's all produced for you live, like magic. And it being a scary story and all, I'm assuming it will have all the things scary stories do. But I'm just guessing here, because of it being improvised and all. Alls I know is with this cast, well, it's probably gonna be brutal, violent, and have enough moral decay to make our therapists quit. You got one of those, right? Good. So use your brain, okay? It's gonna be scary, strange, and dumb as hell. Oh, f*** off, you.
Everything is... No, I lost it. I had something profound to say, but I lost it. Sorry. I'm just overexcited.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you opening a single Werther's original? What's happening?
I don't look that old, do I? No, it's just the cat. Remember the cat dots?
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't had them so like literal decades. But anyway.
So status report. Huh?
Got quite a lot of Zots there.
I think it was like 100
for the
packs.
office?
If
Yeah,
you
it's
want
100
some, I
packs.
suppose.
You
want?
I'm good now, but
No, okay.
I'm fine now. But
I got blue raspberry.
sounds good.
I don't like candy. Not really.
You don't like candy?
Not really. Chocolate's
All right.
okay, but not like...
It's
Because that's still candy, though.
it's candy.
We would define it differently where I'm from, I suppose. Like,
Make an overarching. Where do you buy chocolate? You buy in the candy aisle. You don't buy in the chocolate aisle.
well, we don't have a candy aisle where I'm from. Like, we wouldn't call it
All
that.
right. Well, okay. Let's get back on track here. We can have a debate about candy and chocolate, but what are we doing here? Are we heading to the sheriff's office? I mean, I think that's our good lead. I think we should follow up on that.
I think now, because if we go back to forward, there's a good chance they'll remember interactions. If we start here and then go backward, they won't remember what we talked about. We might be able to get different information.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he doesn't like us the first time we meet him, we can keep going back, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it could be like a time lapse of him becoming less jaded with every meeting. That could be kind of cool, like psychologically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned a couple of things about him we learned a couple of things about him now that might work to our advantage if we go to the past.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'd have, go in with information that we shouldn't have. Might prove authority if we flash a badge around. Yeah, that could work. But you realize the thing that weirded me out, the Sheriff Briggs, they funded the radio station here personally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is odd. Like, really odd. Well, one, the equipment we saw was for 88. Probably when it was bought back in 77. It's very pristine. It's not cheap. The amount of money that would have taken to build that whole thing is not insignificant. But for a small town like this, it felt weird. So it's odd that he was able to fund it and did it in the first place.
I guess what defines funding a small town radio station? Like, are we talking like a couple $1,000s or?
I mean, even that can be a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
a couple thousands already, a lot of clams.
A lot of. Is that literal? Like a lot of, like, literally afford you a lot of clams, or is that just?
Was that one of them things they traded like salt?
What? Look, we didn't use a trade and barter system back then. It's slang for money. Clams?
Oh, you didn't go down to the market to sell your ox, or?
Not
That was
usually.
before your time? That was probably more of an older thing, right? I feel like older.
I took my
actually have some
donkey down
experience
to
with
the
that.
trade docks, and I bartered with what, I'm not getting into this. I'm not that old, all right? I still use money.
How old are you?
Well, technically, I'm older than all of you, if you think about
No,
it.
I Yeah, but you're not older
right
than older.
Now, yeah, actually, well, I'm not going to ask her age. That's impolite.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's going to go down a path.
I actually think that she would answer, but I think it would be an upsetting answer somehow. That's just my instinct. Like, I feel like the answer would raise more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just... But, needless to say, yeah, a lot of money. And the sheriff's forking over that much. That means, well, they've got a good reason to do it. I don't think it's out of the sheriff's pay grade to be able to afford all of that, but if they are affording all of that, means they don't really have much for anything else, so must feel very strongly about this station. And who wouldn't, considering the folklore?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't. Yeah, that's very strange. There's a lot of people. I mean, I think that they're probably one of the more central figures in all this, but I wonder if they were around back some of the earlier incidents with it.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Get that interview with the sheriff and see what he knows. And
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. Fortunately, time is literally on our side. If he doesn't want to explain everything to us, we can have another shot at it. We go in the past.
Yeah. No, that's right. And Gus, I don't know if I mentioned it. The gas station attendee, the one we first talked to, got us the map, all that. She was very nice, Clara, I think. She used to work at that radio. Did not mention that, though.
Oh.
Worked with Arthur. Yeah.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, it feels like a very small but not insignificant detail that was left out. Which, right. That's what it's. So I feel like something may have happened that they didn't want to talk about.
Do you think it could be a string of disasters leading to disappearances and death, perchance, or something in that vein? Or do you think more nefarious?
Probably the first one, yes, but probably that. I hope it's that for, their own sake, but...
You hope it's like a small town conspiracy that's like sacrificing people to some kind of object?
I mean, that's...
Let's not take it that far, I mean...
No?
But also not that far-fetched either for... Small town, been around a long time, weird disasters around a radio broadcast regularly. You're going to get people that'll flock to that.
A lot of
People in small
maniacs in the average
towns
small
just
town.
go to small town folk more inclined to sacrifice people to entities.
When you get more and more rural, you end up getting a little. Sometimes it gets a little culty. Not always, but
I think the polite term is insular.
Oh no! Well, I wasn't trying to be polite or impolite. I was just saying, like, sometimes cults come out of this sort of thing, and usually it's easier in smaller areas because you have more control over information and people. And y'all never run into a cult before? And I don't mean this in like.
Are you asking me if I've ever run into a cult before?
Yeah, it's literally.
One time, yeah, I was invited to the chess club. It was this.
What dark sacrament did they try to make you partake of, Jim?
Yeah, were they trying to teach you castling?
Yeah, regicide.
That is.
That was.
Yeah. Yep.
I investigated the aftermath of a lot of, let's say cult-esque behavior. That's probably the best way to put it. I didn't usually meet the people involved most of the time.
Okay then. Was it usually in small towns?
Yeah, that was sort of like my entire. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This is in a remote area. Someone has died tragically. The people that normally work here do not deal with this. Go deal with it.
That's right. So that's all I'm getting at. You never know, but that could be something that happened here, roughly. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it, but don't. Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out.
Well,
I wouldn't rule it out.
Well, we won't find out until we find out. Let's get to digging. See what we can find. And for God's sake, I hope it's not you guys are proposing.
Oh, I wasn't proposing. I was just, floating. Speculating. Offering to the ether. Yeah. If Akachi tells you anything about my interaction with the librarian, they're lying. Just don't listen to them.
I look over to Akachi and
Don't bother them. They're distracted.
Yeah. I'd probably think of that robot. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's get ourselves over to the sheriff's office. See if we can get a meeting and figure out. Okay. We need a clear story though. Are we reporters? Are we investigators? Are we tourists? Are we all the above? Are we? And I pull the badge.
I mean, we're dumb. I mean.
Well, yeah, exactly. But do we want them to know that we are dumb?
Look, I think the sheriff is probably like. Oh, go ahead.
Any three-letter agency you want to use, I think will command some sort of respect. I mean, they're just going to assume that we're from the federal government.
Yes, that is true. But more, is that what we want to spin, or do we want to say we're reporters, we're investigators into this? Do we want to be?
I think, in my experience, if you go up to somebody with good intentions and say, I'm a reporter, would you like to spend an hour or two of your time speaking with me about something? They'll tell you to go take a hike.
I agree, and I think that's the case as well. Just want to make sure we're all saying the same thing. So, governmental agency looking into this broadcast because it's been interfering with local transmissions, perhaps?
Yeah, we just say we're dumb. We don't need to elaborate. And if they ask,
I'm a time-traveling detective, and you're the only one who can help. Yeah.
No, I don't think we can lead with that. I think we just say we're dumb, and we leave it at that. And if they want an elaboration, they say don't ask questions.
That'll be the correct thing to say. At some point, we'll meet someone where that's actually the correct sentence to say.
That's a need-to-know basis, I think, personally.
It is, And we kind of did do that with Ruth earlier, and that kind of did work. So you're on the money there, Gus. Well, let's find that. Let's share us off.
All right. Yeah. Tally ho.
Tally ho. This is a perfect opportunity to say that we are down Drac, who plays Akachi and Ikenna this week. So we will occasionally be referencing, but just imagine that they are there here in the background, making a quip here and there. But we're not going to role play the character too heavily without them here. So you are all, the four of you are making your way. You were heading to the police station, correct?
Yes,
From the high school to the police station. You know, it's a lot of walking. It's maybe, I want to say, I don't know, 45-minute walk. Maybe it's a small town, man. To get to these places, like, you know, if they're not nearby, then it's a little bit of a trek. I'll say that it's maybe 20 minutes, and we'll say that the police station is close to the high school, because that would make sense to me.
Yeah, that's municipal buildings in proximity.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are walking by, and then you will approach the police station. It is very, very small town police station. Again, remember, there's only one street light in this town, and basically at that light, you guys went right. You've passed the high school, and now you're reaching some more municipal buildings like the police station and things like that. The radio tower is nearby, by the way, so you'll see that. The water tower is maybe kind of like nearby, but, you know, kind of maybe back a little ways the way that you came. And what else? I think when you enter in, we're going to go straight to the Twin Peaks style receptionist that you have. Wearing, let's say that it is a young man, and he's wearing a really fuzzy sweater, even though it's in the middle of the summer. I think, no, it's early fall, we said, because the colors were starting to change.
Yeah.
So we'll go with adorable, huge, fuzzy sweater. It's got fox chasing a rabbit on it. And he is very lithe, very thin, has 2 mugs on his desk, one empty, one full of coffee. And there is weirdly like a record player behind him, and it's playing like a little record. It's got a tiny little speaker, and the volume's fairly low. But you can tell that he is listening to Chicago, one of their albums. And there, he looks up at you and says, hello? How can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? We're with D.U.M, and we'd like to speak with the sheriff.
Sorry, what's dumb? You're dumb?
Look, we don't have time to talk. We just need to speak to the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff doesn't really, like, just take meetings per se. Okay, all right, go ahead and make your roll.
It's like, and all right,
you flash the badge.
That's a 98.
Oof. Okay. What do you think he sees then?
Oh, with a failure like that, it just looks like I just scribbled a marker into a badge holder. Like it looks like a toddler may have written it down.
So
Fib.
yeah, the way that the badge works magically, it will not fail to show something. But
okay. Yeah,
the way that the failure would work is that you might have consequences. Like, for example, it says CIA, and then he's going to contact the CIA and find out that you don't actually work there, that kind of thing.
Fair. Okay.
So you can absolutely say whatever you want the badge to say and get creative with it.
I think it would just say dumb on it, but it has no... It just says dumb, but there's a B on it too.
No, I actually love the idea that it says dumb, no B.
Okay.
But
just no B, yeah.
He doesn't know what it means, and he's going to retain the memory of it. So he will maybe be like late night on his computer at one point being like, has anybody, at some forum somewhere, like, I ran into these people from D.U.M. Do you know who it is? And it potentially might put his life in danger.
Oops.
Yep. Okay. So that's what we will. Yeah, that's what we will do for him. Okay. So he looks at it and goes, "D.U.M. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of D.U.M. before."
Well, you're looking at it.
What?
We're all D.U.M.
Small branch, investigatory.
Okay. Of the and he kind of leans in to look at it some more. There's no what does it stand for? There's nothing.
We're not
on
here to play 20 questions. We just need to speak with the sheriff. It's important.
Okay.
It's concerning the radio broadcasts.
Make a roll for me, Jim, and this will be like whatever you want. If you've got special bullshit for like forked tongue or, you know, anything that kind of is persuasive, you can go ahead and use it. Otherwise, just go ahead and make a social roll for me. And in the meantime, we see Harry unwrapping another one of his Zots. It's a blue wrapper, and he has leaned back away from the microphone so that it's not so loud. And then he kind of has torn a little piece of it and then has tried to discreetly put it in his mouth. But that's what? How many of now? 2? He legit. That's his third Zots. Okay, we're keeping track for reasons.
I elbow Harry just gently.
Sorry. What?
So we're trying to keep a professional demeanor.
Yeah, and he's just there unwrapping candy.
I do have smooth talker. But
yes, that one. That'll work.
Okay. We'll make him say a little more. I only have level 1 for that. We'll get a 5 shift.
That's okay. It gives you a 5 shift.
What do I get? Ooh, nice.
Ooh, what do we got? Ooh, 24 is success. Okay, so you use your smooth talking ability here, and I think there's a moment where... What's my name? Somebody name me. Hold on. We already have Caleb.
What do you got it?
Francis.
Ooh, okay. You can call me... I feel like Francis is... Because what year is it? 88? Does that work? Would he?
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess,
Francis. Yeah, you can call me Francis. I hate the name though. So yeah, he definitely has a tag on it that says like... No, I mean me as the character Francis. I think I hate the fact that my parents named me Francis. That's all. I was getting in character. No. I'm getting in character. Yeah, no. I was getting in character. I think I hate the fact that my parents named me after maybe my grandmother.
Francis Bacon. They were philosophers.
Francis Bacon. Perfect. Not the philosopher, or like the philosopher. Okay. So I definitely have a name tag that says Francis on it. So Francis leans forward looking, and then Jim says, "We don't have time. We just need to talk to the sheriff. It's about the radio broadcasts." And he looks at you a little slack-jawed for a moment, and then okay, 1 second, just wait here, and then walks away, and down the hallway you can hear a couple of doors shutting, and then you maybe hear, sheriff, there's some people here to see you. You know, you can kind of like hear that in the background. Maybe it even starts with like, where's the sheriff? You know, you can kind of hear him looking around for the sheriff for a couple of minutes. Do you guys do anything while you're here, while you wait?
I'm going to lean over the desk like I'm looking for anything interesting immediately on the desk.
Make me a roll. You have a special ability for this, don't you? Or is it just an ability that exists that nobody's taken yet? I feel like there's an ability. No, it's okay. I'll look it up here real quick. I'm sorry. I am in a state today. It looks like I am fucking all over the place. Do you have anything to help you with this?
Shirley?
No, I don't.
All of us are in a state except for Gus.
Yeah, that's fair. The ability is... Hold on. I know I have one specifically for this, but I don't know if anybody has it. It's like... Yeah, it's follow the money, where you can kind of look for data. You look for data and can identify shit like that, but that's okay. If nobody has follow the money, that's fine. Do you have anything to help you with this?
Keen sense sight. That's it.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. It's a shift. Go for it. Make your roll.
Charge success, 22.
22 charge success. Oh my God. Okay.
Nice.
Well, here's the thing. We're in 88, right?
It's going to be one of those days, huh?
Someone has to put me in a kennel. I don't know. I have to be safe for myself.
Okay.
And keep rolling doubles.
Gus, I don't know how you see this. I feel like you see a note in your own handwriting from yourself from whenever you guys go back in 88. You know, you're in 88 right now, but there's got to be like a note or something that you guys will write in 77. So you got to write it down because you got to do it. But you see a note in your own handwriting. What does it say?
Oh, what does it say? 'Cause, 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 You can trust the sheriff as far as he trusts himself.
Nice. I like that. Let's also add something for you because you wouldn't know how to pull this out. You trust the sheriff as much as he trusts himself, but then let's take it a step further and give you a name, like mention Deputy Lyle.
Trust the sheriff as much as he trusts himself wherever Deputy Lyle is concerned.
That works. Yeah.
All right.
It's just like a note from you. So, yep, there you go. Mention Deputy Lyle. Okay, so what does this look? What is Gus's reaction to this?
Oh, neat. And it's like a post-it note that's like stuck to the back of the computer tower. More bootstrap paradoxes.
Would it be a post-it note? It's like a note somehow that's like on a file. Because you would have had to write it. Well, so here's the thing. I don't know
so
where
it's
you
on
guys.
The computer is what you're saying? Like it's actually on the screen, or
no? Maybe it's on the screen, or maybe it's like on the desk somewhere. But somehow there is a file with a note from you. It will be related to this radio tower case, right? So maybe for some reason he pulled up radio tower case when Jim said it's regarding that, and so he like looked it up on the computer. And then you can see it on the screen, and maybe it's a bunch of evidence gathered from the scene. But at one point, you wrote a note, and see, I don't know if you're going to do it in 56 or 77 or 52. So we don't want to do post-it note. We'll do napkin because that can go through time. Sure. But yes, so let's say it's a photograph of a napkin on which you have written, "You can trust the sheriff as much as he trusts himself. Mention Deputy Lyle."
Okay.
And you know that it's your handwriting. Okay. Anyway.
And I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. You can take it if you want. But you see, basically, maybe the file is. Let's say Gus scans the desk, and on the desk are like a bunch of different files. Kind of like standing up, set aside. It's not like he's actively looking at them. But one says emergency broadcast, and Gus just leans over, and you can see like, he's kind of doing that thing where he's like tilting through the window. His feet are up in the air as he reaches all the way across. Yeah. So he grabs this file, pops it open, and the first thing that falls out is a napkin that has in his own handwriting on it, "You can trust the sheriff as much as he trusts himself. Mention Deputy Lyle." And then maybe there's even like a little winky face because he knew he's writing it for himself to find.
I turn around, so like, look at that. That's pretty cool, right? As I'm like clambering back over the desk in the middle of
the
sheriff's.
Are you going to keep the file? Do you take the
whole file?
That whole file, or are you only going to take the note?
I'll pick up the whole file.
Yeah,
and start
absolutely.
through it.
Yeah, with that 22, essentially, you can take the file if you want. Yep. Mm-hmm. So Gus has managed to grab the emergency broadcast file and is flipping through it while standing there.
Gus, there's a nuance to this, and this. What?
Am I not nuanced enough for you?
You're brazen. I'll give you that. Just be quick.
It's only silly if you get caught, and I never do.
God, I would love to just like come out right now as him, but you rolled a 22, so I think you are not going to get caught if you want to put it back whenever you want to put it back. So,
if you have a note to yourself that they have a picture of that mention this Deputy Lyle, if you do that, they're just going to think you saw this note because they've already seen this. So I don't. Would this
what
be
if
the
this
thing
looks like
we'd want?
gibberish to them? What if this just looks like a weird? Jim, what does this look like to you?
I don't know. What does it look like?
It is. I'm not sure if you're memeing or you would like me to describe it, but it's essentially.
Would I actually be able to see it? Is really my question.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from the actual file. So let's just say Gus has pulled out the police file on the emergency broadcast that was up here for whatever reason. There was probably some follow-up that our guy Francis had to do or something, and it's like filed away to the side for whatever reason. But when Gus opened the file, a napkin fell out, and on it, in Gus's handwriting, is that message. Now, inside the file, there's other information on maybe the deputies, the the emergency like you guys can go through everything in this file that the police have and bail if you'd like, or you can wait and still talk to the sheriff. Is essentially Gus's 22 got you their file with all their information on it.
Okay.
So you can wait and talk to the sheriff, or you can bail with it, whatever you want to do. But you do see the napkin, and it might even have the local diner on it, in fact, which we called something, and I think it was marrow. I don't know, bone marrow. I think it was something like that.
Bone marrow.
It was some weird
It
like
was marrow something.
It was like marrow bone or bone marrow or something like that for the steakhouse. Some local diner steak
to the bone.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah, I forget.
Tell
I'll
you
look
what,
it up.
I'm gonna quickly. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. Yeah, no. I think, if with all that, I'd be like, oh, all right, let's head on out then.
We're just gonna ditch the sheriff. Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Got everything we need. We'll meet him again if we need to.
Just a little crime. Just a little one.
I'm not the one doing
A
it.
victimless one. Oh. What? You're not doing it? Why not?
Sure.
Jim?
Oh, I'm not the one doing the crime.
You're an accomplice now, though.
Yes, I am.
That's true. You're,
All right.
I bet you're betting and aiding me.
You know what? Let's head out. We'll probably get more information from this than we would the sheriff anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking for the sheriff. Have you seen him? No, there's a bunch of dumb people out here that need to talk to him.
Honestly, that sounds like the great time to leave because they won't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, they say it's about the emergency broadcast, which I thought was interesting.
Yep. So if you guys want to bail, you can.
Yeah, let's get on out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Interesting. All right. So you duck out of there. Perfect. Now where are you going?
Clara.
Well,
Yeah?
yeah, we can go there.
somewhere
We
else.
can, yeah.
Sorry,
If
where
you
are you
want to
going?
follow up.
I was reading my notes.
Or maybe I'm thinking, Clara, just to see why they left that info out. There might be something else there. It's a thread on the sweater that I kind of want to pull.
I think we can find that out if we go in the past, to be honest. I think that information, if she still doesn't say anything if we go in the past, then...
Right, exactly. I mean, it's not going to hurt us now to check. The thing is, they were barely working there. So if we go in the past, it may be difficult to bump into them.
Yeah, I mean, we can. That's kind of where the door we used to come from the office is anyway. So in a way, we're at least going back to. I know we could use any door, but there's a certain
consistency,
completeness in that loop that might be worth tapping into. I don't know if the office likes that sort of routine as part of it, or.
Yeah.
What do you think the office's favorite color is?
Mauve.
Mauve.
What?
Mauve.
What's that?
Maybe chartreuse.
What?
So it has the color palette of like a 90-year-old grandma.
Yeah, or like the monks from the 1600s or something.
Right.
The hell's a chartreuse?
It's a color and a liquor. Mauve ain't either. Well, mauve's a color, but not a liquor.
Yeah, we'd say it mauve where I'm from. Mauve.
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 Ain't no.
Huh. All right.
It's just colors.
Okay.
We're just walking back to the. We're just
Yeah,
walking
you guys
back
are
to the
like
gas
walking
station this
back
whole
to the
time.
gas station so that you can use the door. But you're talking, and let's say that also during this time, you are looking through the police file, and essentially
Absolutely.
Gus is looking at things and then handing things over. Of course, I was not prepared for you to roll a 22 and basically just find the entire police file, which is perfect. But I will basically I need to give you a shit ton of information now. So there is, oh my gosh, there's an extensive amount of information in here. Because this is 80, you guys are in 88. So you're going to see information on the fire, 56, or sorry, 72, connected. Like you're going to see one note from the sheriff that is essentially like, the fire in 72, is this connected, question mark.
You're going to find a bunch of redacted and or missing files as well about what happened in 77. It's very clear to you that they went to the high school to try to find this emergency broadcast. You're going to find maybe a bunch of different testimonies from local citizens talking about what they heard on the emergency broadcast. You will find one testimony in particular that describes hearing the radio broadcast, speaking out about a flood incoming, and then also potentially the school burning down, like as it was potentially going to happen. And then when they went and tried to locate the source of this broadcast, they heard there is someone now chasing you down. And then this person panicked and left and thought it was a prank. The sheriff's notes are mostly redacted, except he does say at the end, it was determined to be a high school prank and, blah, 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 blah. But the rest of it's redacted. It's clear that there was definitely some heavy cover up happening here where the sheriff was like not sure what the fuck is going on. This file starts out super clean and methodical, and then it gets a little bit more chaotic towards the end. As you can tell, like he doesn't really know what he's experiencing here. But it's clear there's a lot of stuff that he tried to cover up. There is a whole file on, he mentions the Raven Peak Funeral Home, Broken Bridge Bait and Tackle. He also mentions Creekside Hardware, and Creekstone Coffee House. Those are the four that he mentions particularly in here as places that he went to investigate. This file has not been touched really since 77, except for there's maybe a sticky note on the front in what you might assume to be the sheriff's handwriting or the active detective's handwriting that says "dumb to arrive 88?" , which is probably the first thing that catches your eye. But I wanted to make sure you didn't clock out and all that other information. Yep.
We stop and go, do we turn around?
You want to go talk to the sheriff? It seems like he's expecting us. Maybe.
Yeah, I kind of do. We might actually get some good information if... That's weird.
I think the sheriff's more tuned into this than the vast majority of the people in the town.
Yeah.
I think the sheriff might know a lot.
Which should explain his investments in the radio station.
It is going to be kind of weird because he, I think, is going to recognize and remember us, maybe.
It's possible.
I mean, if I got close enough to slip a note, I mean, I could do that undetected, so that doesn't actually say anything. But, in theory, he might recognize us.
Yeah, I mean, which might be in our benefit or very not. The note just says that I think they might be... They did announce that D.U.M was at the office, which might also mean that
it said D.U.M to arrive in 88 ?
Yeah, and this Francis was running around yelling about D.U.M being there.
Yeah, Francis mentioned D.U.M and then said they mentioned the emergency broadcast or the radio tower, which I thought was interesting, is what he said in the back that you could hear. It's almost like the file was up front because the sheriff was like, just put this up here, and if anybody comes asking, blah, 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 let me know. But it is not clear to you. I will make this very clear. It's not clear to you in the file if there's no other mention of D.U.M. There's no other mention of you guys, and it's not clear if it's a suspect, if you guys are suspects at all, or if it's a friendly note,
right.
That kind of thing. Yeah. The only mention of you guys is in D.U.M to arrive in 88.
Well, I'm 50-50. He probably knows a fair bit, but he's also...
My favorite phrase. Sorry.
But he's also... I feel like I was just... But he's also, at least one of the people that we can probably get a straight answer from out of any of the decades we visit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
I don't know if...
expression
I mean, I'm happy to go back in there. It won't be weird at all.
Oh, why would it?
No, it's not like he took the file or anything and they wouldn't notice that immediately. No, that'd be weird.
I think Francis is just really... Francis is just really forgetful and, you know... And I'm pretty sure the sheriff's not going to be mad that we have it.
We're going to gaslight the sheriff and about the secretary and not
No,
ruin their
I'm going to
life. That'd be
gaslight the
weird.
secretary about the sheriff. It's completely different.
What?
I mean, yes, that is different. You're correct, but now I'm not sure how that even rolled into the...
Are you guys going
All right,
back
well,
in time?
I was going to say
or are you
evens
going
we
back
go,
to the
odds
sheriff?
we...
Make a
Yeah,
decision.
Want to leave it to a coin flip?
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
it.
that led it to my dice. I was going to say evens go, odds, and I rolled 4. So, I mean, that at least according to the dice, we should go back.
Okay.
Okay.
He flips
All right.
he flips a coin and it lands on heads and you guys
Oh,
have to
no,
go back.
they were my D6s. I just rolled.
No,
rolled the
I mean
dice.
I mean in character. Did you roll the dice in character?
Both, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. Aren't those your magical dice?
Yeah,
Can you make me just a random D100 roll?
yeah. 6.
What else have
2d6.
you used these dice for though?
Well,
Saving
let's
your
see,
life, right?
I did it so that Alder and I wouldn't drown.
Saving your life.
By giving Akachi some of my luck. Let's see, I used it in the ritual for trying to trap the nightmare monster with Barkley, I believe.
Yep. That's right. It's
I
usually
burnt the-
it's for protection mostly, right?
Yes, it is. I burnt them up as part of a ritual. I don't remember which one now, but I burnt up one of my. I have many, but
Okay.
it's a magic's the metaphor, not the physical item for me.
Yeah. Okay. So you rolled a 6. I'm just going to give you a temporary 10 shift on for the next hour and on a roll that you want to use.
Okay.
Yep, because you used
On
a
a
magic.
roll, just
a roll. Yep, just
in the
because you
next
used your
hour.
magical item for it. Yep, and rolled well.
Okey-doke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys it's really funny as we see. How are you rolling the dice while walking? How do you do this? Do you just sit down on the pavement and just roll it real
No,
quick?
I just throw them in probably 20 feet in front of me and then catch up to them and see what they rolled.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He rolls it in front of him. Okay. And he sees,
Yeah,
and
so
then
I
he's like,
toss 'em out.
oh, we're going back. And then just seamlessly, we see Jim and Gus turn around and they head right back to the sheriff's office. You guys walk into the sheriff's office and there is Francis Bacon kind of sitting there. Oh, you're back.
Oh, yeah. So I forgot some of these in the car.
Okay. Sheriff, they're back. He just
Gonna have
immediately
another-
gets up and heads out. Yeah. It's maybe a couple of minutes before he comes back and is like, oh, okay, the sheriff will see you now. Just in interrogation room A.
Sure.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
Not their office?
Interrogation room.
He kind of
Not their
oh,
office?
that's good.
nope.
Interrogation room?
Specifically in the interrogation room A, he said. So that's that one right there, I think.
Sure.
It says 1. Why do you say A if it says 1 on it? It says 1 and 2. Anyway, this should be the 1, right? 1 probably
well,
means
it's
A.
definitely not the A.
Well, it's what?
I'll let myself in.
Is this the gaslighting we're talking about?
Yes.
Gaslighting. Move in, please. He's opening the door for you.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I walk in.
If you guys, as soon as you guys walk in, he shuts the door behind you. And then it's maybe 15 more seconds before the door opens again and you hear the metallic clank and the sheriff walks in. He is wearing, it's 88. So he is wearing those old school, light blue denim Levi jeans that are straight down the leg. He actually has some cowboy boots on. He's got a huge belt buckle on his belt. It's probably gold or something like that. He looks like he belongs in Texas, not somewhere in Maine where you guys are right now. And then he's got this light blue plaid checkered shirt that he's got on, and then he's got his sheriff's badge on. No hat or anything. His hair's kind of slicked back. He looks maybe in his late 40s. And he kind of just goes, and he has a toothpick in his mouth, and he goes, and he looks you all up and down, and then slowly sits down and stares at you.
Hello. So you expected us?
And he's rolling this toothpick in his mouth. Narrows his eyes at you. Kind of widens his eyes a little bit as he looks at you, Jim, when you say that. And he's very silent, waiting.
I'm going to very casually sit on the edge of the table and then throw the file to the middle of the table and say, so, but you're wondering why we called you in here today?
Oh, man, make me a roll. This is so good.
What kind of roll? What kind of roll do you
We're here for your performance review.
Yeah, exactly. Anything that's like dealing with people or social skills or, kind of charisma. Yeah.
Zero.
Soul.
Zero
okay,
across the board.
Perfect. Love that. So yeah, go ahead and make a soul roll for me.
It's a 39 failure.
Okay. Would you like to burn? No. Okay. He crosses his arms, leans all the way back, and he now has kind of like a slight smirk as he's looking at you guys. And again, he still doesn't say anything. Not even a hello.
We're going to have to go good cop, bad cop, weird cop on this guy. I can feel it.
I'm a weird cop, aren't I?
Well, Jim's definitely good cop. I think we're going to establish that
we
much.
already
So
knew
it's just
that.
a tie between us.
We knew that, yes. And I know
bad cop might mean objectively bad at their job, cop, and I can probably cover that.
I'm just looking back at them. I mean, that they're doing the tactic thing where they're just letting us talk until we say something they want to respond to, or we incriminate ourselves in some way. I know what's happening here.
The first person to talk loses, so we've lost so hard.
Well, you say that, and except in negotiations, sometimes talking first can do the good flip because you end up being able to say what you want before they can even interrupt. Not that I had anything I particularly wanted to say yet. Why'd you call us in here? 10 years or so ago. Give him a little wink after that.
Holy shit. You go ahead and make me roll as well, actually. Anything you have at influencing people, let me know.
Well, I mean, I got 10%
You do
shift
have that
for
10
forked
shift.
tongue.
Yep. You can.
Oh,
yeah.
This is deception because he didn't call us in 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, if he did, he hasn't yet, and that means I haven't yet.
Yeah. Go ahead and.
So is that a 20 shift with the other 10?
Yeah, if you want to use it. If you want to use it here,
yeah, I
you
think
can.
for this situation, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Because this is basically how he's gonna.
I am going to use a burn for the 68 for a 65 mark.
Yep, you got it.
And I got a 68
Again?
a second time in a row.
That's
wow,
crazy.
So I'm going to keep that second one.
Yeah,
because I have to. And also, that's weird.
That's very weird. Okay. So what did you say again to him? You said, why did you call us here 10 years ago or so?
So what did you want to talk about? Why'd you call us in here 10 years ago? And then winked.
Yeah. And then he looks because he was watching Gus, then he's watching Harry, and now Jim, his eyes move to you as if he's like waiting for whatever you're going to try to say here.
Well, I've already said something. I said, hey, good to see you again.
Yeah. Then
He'll just kind of strike up a cigarette, actually.
Oh.
Would have been legal inside in 88.
He leans forward and looks at the cigarette and goes, that's them salami smokers, right?
Yes, sir.
You got an extra one for me, cowboy?
I'll flick one over to him.
And then he will pull out and light this salami smoker and take a huge, very slow drag and lean back and then look back to Harry and Gus. Well, I take it you don't remember me.
Not yet.
Well, and he shakes his head. That's wild.
It's
We
fun like
survive,
that.
right?
Huh?
Genuine shock.
No, sorry, never mind. Sorry. Sorry, ignore me.
Bad cop.
Yeah.
Bad act. Being caught. Deputy Lyle? I'm just respecting my failed soul roll. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. He is the only note I have for the sheriff is that he talks extremely slowly, painfully slow. That's the only note I have for him in terms of his personality. What was I thinking? This is a podcast, for God's sakes. I can't take 8 years to get through one sentence. He moves the toothpick around in his mouth a little bit as he's clearly considering what you're saying. And then points to the file and goes, "That's my file."
Well, I feel like it's shared at this point since we kind of pertain to it as well and have helped you out clearly.
Where'd you get that?
You set it aside for me, right? For us?
That gets a reaction. I think his eyes like widen a little bit and he stiffens and then takes a breath in,
I tapped the
furrows
note.
his brow, and then
Dumb
kind of
in
nods.
88.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And he just does that. He says, "Yeah, yeah."
We were going to leave, but thought again after we saw that you were expecting us.
Y'all haven't aged a day.
It does work that way.
All right, so I suppose you
But
have
technically we're younger than when you see us.
what?
Oh, yeah, that's weird, but you're right. Kinda.
If you have any photos of us, they're from us when we're older.
I don't have any photos from you,
That's probably
Okay,
wise.
good.
but that's okay because it's recording,
Oh no.
Okay.
and I plan to have and keep that recording as proof of your existence. I'll
Plenty
get
of
you
people
this
know we
time.
plenty of people know we exist, so it's not that weird.
Right.
If I do it, I do exist,
Because
right?
I haven't found any information on you in the last 10 years.
We probably will
been-
continue to
you've
have
been
that
looking?
problem.
No, because now I've got proof. And he points to the interrogation camera.
Okay.
So
You
I
talk to
want
some
you
people.
to tell me why you're here. For the camera.
What, no makeup? Sitting us straight in front of a camera and caught us all off guard.
Yeah, well, we are in an interrogation room. What'd you
See, I
I know
told
expect?
what this is. I've been in here before, but
You have?
I was the one doing the questioning. And I'll hold my hands out.
Are you like reaching for him?
No.
Oh.
Are you gonna...
Oh, cuff
Did we
him?
do anything wrong? Yeah. Well,
And
Yeah,
he-
it's true. You did pull us into an interrogation room with nothing to go off of. That's very interesting, officer, that you would pull in random tourists into this interrogation room, threaten us.
I did
try
no
to
such
arrest
thing.
us?
I did not say you were under arrest. I did not threaten you. You walked in here of your own volition. You came here to see me. None of this.
well, excellent.
None of this.
Well, we won't take up any more of your time, and Jim's gonna go for the door.
Son of a Oh my god, somebody rolled just a flat D100 for him. I need to see how composed he is for here.
That's exceptional, by the way.
I got it
that
if no
was
one else does.
really good.
Yeah, you go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
A
91.
91.
He immediately gets up. He's gonna lose his composure. Now wait, and goes for the door. He's not gonna try to grab Jim or anything, but he is like the answers. Finally, he breaks, and he goes, wait. Listen, okay. I just don't want to be considered crazy for talking about time travel. I just wanted to
Oh.
get it on camera so that I could show my wife and.
Just
Oh,
let me
trust
know.
me, pal. I know a thing or two about being called crazy. You get used to it after a while.
I'm not
That
used
ain't
to
gonna
it.
help you. That
What?
ain't gonna help you.
What?
And I point to the camera.
The camera? Why not?
No. Do you think you got some 3 random people that no one's ever seen before into town, into your interrogation room? You say they're not under arrest, and I do believe you. I want to note this very well. But you are saying you're not under arrest. You know that. But I'm having you here to prove that you exist from this random investigatory department.
I wanted you to say stuff without me prompting anything on camera so that I could prove that I'm not crazy. Is that so much to ask?
You did literally say that proof of your existence tell me things before you prefaced any of this.
No,
in the
you
first
started
place.
talking, and now he's like, you started talking first, and you were saying, you mentioned the, like, you haven't met yet, it's nice to see you again, before I even said anything. I just wanted a little bit more proof, like maybe mentioning the radio, or maybe mentioning the arm that fell out of the closet, or anything that happened that could prove the fact that I'm not crazy, or mentioning my missing deputies. But you had to get all weird and be like, "Liar!" Like, what was that about?
I want to roll, and I won't say what for.
Yeah, absolutely. Make your roll.
I just wanted to see if this will work.
Yeah, apply any bullshit that you have. I fully trust you.
We're gonna go. Let me see. Nerves of Steel. I just want to roll, see how it does. I'm gonna
81.
burn.
You want to burn? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn on that.
Nice. That's a 40.
It's particularly smoky in this room as Jim's smoking his cigarette. It seems to be pooling somewhere.
Interesting. And to be fair, Briggs is also smoking as well.
Does heat rise, Jim?
Oh, it does.
Oh, interesting. I wonder where that could pool risen.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm going to be honest with you, Sheriff. I lost that one too. So we're in the same boat on that one.
I like how those both apparently out loud and in a monologue between Harry and Jim there, I guess.
Look.
We didn't specify.
You guys show up in the middle of the craziest case I have ever worked, saying things like, we haven't met yet, but we're going to meet, and you don't recognize us yet, but we know you, this kind of stuff, all fucking crazy. And then you have all this other crazy shit happening. And 1 second. And then he gets up and leaves the room. And then and a second later, you see the camera light go off, and then he comes back in, and then closes the door and sits down. And all this other stuff happening, and I did get that information that you wanted. He's come back in holding a file.
A different file. Interesting.
Yeah, and he sets this one down. This one is in a newer folder. It's blue. It says Talbot on it. And then when you open it, it seems to be, he just sets the folder down, and if you open it, you'll see photos taken. It looks to be a high maximum security prison for a second when you're looking at it. And then you're like, no, wait a second. This seems to be some sort of industrial building. What is this? What am I looking at? And after a moment of your confused faces, he then says, that's where I think the door came from. That's all the information I could get on these
shit.
guys. Yep. Yeah,
when was that installed, by the way?
They wouldn't let me somewhere between
72, 77?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And people that installed it, I mean, I'm sure there were contractors and things. You saw them, yeah?
No. I didn't see them. I don't remember it being installed. And every time I try, I get a nosebleed. And you guys told me not to try too hard.
One of those. Okay. Yeah, we would have, and I would have told you that, and I will tell you that. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But I did get information on Talbot. That's how he pronounces it, but you guys would know it's Talbot.
Talbot?
Right. Yeah. What do they do? Lyle? Talbot?
Listen, I have a very
shit,
specific. I've got a very specific detective style. Okay, all right, and maybe you don't understand it fully.
And it's bad call.
All right.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know why I got sent this, and I'm gonna call her out right now because she's my best friend in the whole world. But Merch just sent me this randomly.
Yeah.
Uncalled for.
Mercs, that. Yeah. Yes.
Uncalled for.
Okay, anyway.
What?
I don't know. I think she's watching on her TV and like has a filter on
She's
her
just trying
phone
to
that
live
just
out a
did that
fantasy.
to her
She's
face.
got to let it be.
Anyway, sorry to call you out, Mercs. Anyway, okay, so Talbot.
profile picture, thanks.
Yeah.
Talbot.
Talbot?
Yes.
So yeah, I believe he says it Talbot, but I believe it would be Talbot, would it not?
I'm
Or should
pretty
I-
sure it's Talbot. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
would
Talbot
pronounce
in
it
this
Talbot,
area.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure from Stargate
So he says-
SG-1 it was Commander Talbot.
That is exactly the reference that I am making. So I'm so glad you picked up on that. Okay, so Talbot, but he says Talbot. Yeah, and they won't let me anywhere near the facility. They won't let me, like I'm stuck on hold for hours and hours and hours anytime I try to call and get any information on any projects that they're currently working on, have previously worked on, et cetera, et cetera. It's nuts. And then I make sure to like hang up before giving them any information on who I am, and I don't wait for it to be long enough for them to get my number. Yeah.
You look up the registration and what the corporation is registered as.
No, I can't find any information on them.
Really? They don't even have a public registration documents? Nothing?
No, I couldn't find any public registration documents, but I did find, at least I don't think I did. And he pauses for a second. And then he goes, the only thing I found was the address. And then he starts to slow down as he's speaking. Almost like he's like buffering. Address on the water cooler in the basement. That sticker. And then he shakes his head a little bit. The sticker that we found with the address and phone number on it. That's the only information I have.
Got it. We have the water delivery service because there's always something traceable to the company. Good call.
I mean, well, I'm pretty sure it was your call.
Yeah, don't think on it too hard.
Yeah. And then he's like blinking and moving his nose around like his nose
pull
itches.
a tissue out or one of my handkerchiefs
amazing.
and hand it to him.
As you're handing it to him, blood trickles out of his nose, and then he's like, "Whoa!" And he looks at you like you just walked on water a little bit, like you predicted the future. And then he wipes his nose with a handkerchief. Thank you.
Keep that. It's fine. Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Hand you back a bloody handkerchief?
You'd be surprised what people do in the South.
And he just looks at you for a second like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard, but then finishes buffering. And so what?
See, the fun thing is you just say in the South and people will believe most anything.
Anything.
They
Yeah,
do.
it's actually so true.
I said this is out loud too. Jim and Gus in front of the sheriff. I'm having too much fun fucking with this guy.
The gaslighting continues. Yeah, so that's what I found. You asked me to look into that. That's what I found. They are about 3 hours from here.
Yeah, big city.
No, out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, Talbot
Yeah,
is. I was
that
thinking
facility that I had to. I drove to it and tried to.
The
and that's
water
where
delivery.
I got those. That's where I got those pictures. Yeah, they did the.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just that you said that the door
Mm-hmm.
is the same material as one of the water coolers units, and he looks a little confused as he's trying to recall it in the high school, and so we used the sticker, but you weren't sure if it was the same. But I'm telling you now, it's the same. I got it. Which that doesn't really make sense. Why weren't you sure if I told you here and this is the younger version of you? That's really weird.
Yeah, again, don't think too hard on it. It's just gonna hurt.
All right. But yeah, this is the information that I have on it.
Wonderful. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna find Lyle?
That's one of our hopes. Yes. Lyle, and who was the other deputy that went missing?
Deputy Bob. I literally
Lyle?
put Bob and then put in parentheses, pick a better name, PB, and then I just didn't. So it's Deputy Bob. Deputy Bob and Lyle.
Bob and Lyle. All right.
I'm assuming Bob's the
geez,
first
dude.
name.
Yeah.
Middle normally.
Nope. His name was Robert. Went by Bob.
Yeah.
Robert Roberts.
Yep.
Now, confirming here, they went missing 2 months after the incident, correct? They didn't miss it right away.
No, it was that night, but we didn't
You
really.
said 2 months.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, that lines up more with what I was originally thinking.
We just really wanted everyone to kind of, drop it. It was kind of crazy, and we didn't want, kids were starting to explore that area, and it was getting really dangerous. And of course, I want you to find Lyle. Lyle went missing 2 months later. Bob's dead, definitely.
Wait, no, okay, so you, Bob, Lyle went in, investigated.
Yeah.
Bob, right away.
Yeah.
Lyle was missing 2 months later.
No, Lyle went missing that night, but we just said it was 2 months later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I heard something different just there a moment ago. Yes, okay.
No, yep.
But you're still, okay, I'm going to ask the terrible question.
I'm sure Bob's dead because that was his arm that came out of the closet.
Got it.
Oh, was an arm once attached to a person on like a mannequin arm?
It was Bob's arm. It had his watch on it. I mean, maybe it's a mannequin, I guess. It was very fleshy, had blood, bone.
Okay, yeah.
Mannequins are different where you time traveling detectives are from?
No, they're not, and you don't honestly need to think more on that. And this is not a pretend so you don't get a nosebleed. It's not a thing, and don't manifest that into the world. Thank you very much. I would be very remiss.
Okay. And then his eyes widen a little bit, and he maybe takes the other side of the hanky and, kind of pats his neck as he starts to sweat a little bit. Manifested with what? You get the impression that he's definitely in over his head, maybe a little bit on the dumb side and not in the good way.
Can't trust him as much as he trusts himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you've told us this before. We've read on this before. But nonetheless, what I would like, unless they say otherwise, would you mind, to the best of your memory, and if there's a blank spot, just say there's a blank spot here. Don't try to think on it too hard, okay?
Okay.
The night that those deputies went missing, start to finish, when you went in to investigate this broadcast and when you left.
Okay. Roll me a 1d4.
Let's give a play-by-play.
Yep. Roll me a 1d4.
2.
Okay. Okay. There was lead up to this, right? The kids were talking about hearing a broadcast, a radio, where somebody was saying that the school was going to catch fire after and his nose does start to, you see a little bit of red as he's starting to recall this, that the school was going to catch fire after the championship regional district game against the Wolverines, and he's pausing. His eyes are closed. His head is tilting back and forth as he's trying to recall this information. So we decided to investigate because it's not the first time, and he just kind of unconsciously reaches up and wipes his nose, and now there's blood on his hand as he's doing this, but his eyes are still closed as he's trying to recall it. We wanted to investigate because there had been other reports like that in the past, right in 5 years before.
Don't focus on those.
Now
don't
he's
worry
just
about that.
muttering a little bit.
Trying to pull him back in. Don't focus on that. Next step when you went to investigate.
Yeah. So we went to the school, and it was Bob and Lyle and me, and I didn't believe in any of this, but Lyle thought it was connected to something I can't remember. And now he goes very still, and his eyes are closed, but his brow is no longer furrowed, and he's just muttering. You have to be very quiet to try to hear him. And he says, Lyle went in first, and Bob. We were laughing thought it was a prank. We were taking bets on who did it, who was pranking. I thought it was the kid at the radio station. Arthur. Thought it was Arthur. Made a joke about what a terrible way to spend your money, Sheriff. And then his nose starts to bleed a lot heavier. Like it's like dripping down, but this time he doesn't reach to wipe it or anything. He's just like sitting there with his eyes closed. And then he says, and then I couldn't find Bob. And then I heard the static and the voice come over. There's an intruder. There's an intruder. I thought they were describing us. I thought they were talking about us. Then it came. And then he's dead quiet and doesn't move. And his nose is continually dripping.
I reach over, grab the handkerchief, like put it in his hand, then put the hand up to his nose and kind of lean his head back a little bit. See if he even responds to that.
I think he will let you. It's up to you. I think, Harry, you know, because you're the one that rolled for this. You know you can push him a little bit further if you want. But
I'll push a little bit, but not much more. That's why I'm doing the head back thing to help the nose bleed.
So you've done that. He just lets you do it. It's almost like he's in a trance.
Yeah.
And you tilt his head back. You are kind of like staunching the bleeding a little bit, but you're not aggressively moving him to get him out of this trance state. It's very clear to you that you have somehow got him to talk about this in a way that he maybe wouldn't normally be able to do so. I think we see a little bit of Harry's green magic, Gus and Jim, just in case, it's not clear that there is some influence here with his magic in getting him to talk this way and remember. What do you ask him? Like, how far do you push him? Because he'll just sit there quiet.
Yeah, I sit there and think for a moment, and I look back to him and go, I'm not going to push him too far. It's just about done. He's okay.
Okay. All right.
I won't let him get hurt.
Promise?
I do.
I'll hold you to it.
You should. But I'll look you directly in the eyes when I say that.
You don't really see any response back from Jim that gives you any confidence that he really believes you.
What came?
I think you see his brow kind of like twitch and furrow, and his jaw twitches a little bit, and then he does almost an involuntary like jerk of the shoulder, like his whole body kind of jerks a little bit,
like a shudder almost.
Yeah, like a shudder, or like when someone is kind of like sleeping and moving kind of like involuntarily that. And he makes a gesture and a movement like that. He shudders, and then his teeth start to chatter, almost like he's cold. And you notice that he is, beginning to do a cold, clammy sweat on his skin. And he says, the voice on the radio, but I couldn't find Bob. And then his arm fell out of the when I went to go hide in the, and then his breath begins to like quicken a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Briggs, Sheriff Briggs.
And he kind of, are you just saying hey, or are you like moving him as well?
I'm I'm holding his hand so that it's still like got the handkerchief on his nose, but I'm not snapping in front of him. If he doesn't react and snap out of it, then I will give him kind of a squeeze on the shoulder.
Okay, so he doesn't really react right away, but then we see Harry give him a little squeeze on the shoulder, and then he like leans forward almost as if he's gonna like sneeze or something, and like makes a gesture for his nose, and then just kind of like shakes his head and looks up at you guys and is like, yeah. But like it's clear that he did not remember anything that just happened and telling you guys or sneezing. And then he kind of realizes that his nose is bleeding and holds the handkerchief and holds his head up, and then
He got quite a nosebleed there.
yeah, it happens.
Yeah. How often? Anytime you think of this stuff?
Huh? Think of what stuff?
Great. Okay.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
we have everything we need.
I think so.
Appreciate your time. And
Wait.
your camera should be working just fine once we leave.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
All
More
right.
or less.
Well, thank you for your help.
Thank you.
The light's not on. Are you sure you fixed it?
No, it'll be fine. Just a little technical glitch. It should clear up once we're out.
Okay. Well,
You could see that there's a heavy smoke around security camera.
yeah, Jim, there's a moment where you look at him, and does Jim have any experience with cognitive impairment, things like Alzheimer's or anything like that? Would he know anyone like that?
He would know the look of, having been through his experiences through the war. He would know a particular look, somebody
Shell
who's
shock.
experienced a
Yeah.
shell shock trauma.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't recognize the look of somebody who's senile or lost it.
Right. Okay. Well, so this is a very specific kind of look. So anybody that might have experience with this, or if you just want to roll to see if your magic nudges you in the right direction, you can. Each of you can roll for this. But he definitely has the look of someone who does not know what just happened in the conversation or where he is, but he's faking it. He's just kind of like, great, and went with the, you are here to fix the camera. He does not recognize you. He does not know who you are. And he's very much like, oh, right.
It's a look of being lost.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and he's just doing his very best to kind of pretend like he knows what's happening, until you get out of the
Magic
the
roll
space.
37.
Yeah, so you can
Success.
pick up on it a little bit, Harry, if you want.
Yeah. Nope, that will be fixed just momentarily. It just needs to reboot, so don't worry about that. We'll let your secretary know that all the work's done, and we'll the city will get invoiced, so no worries there.
Okay. But yeah, thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. I grabbed the blue file.
And now he's starting to frown a little bit, like the fog is clearing a little bit as you grab the blue file. It looks like he wants to say something about that, but is hesitating for whatever reason. If you guys walk out in full confidence, he's not going to stop you.
Yep. I walk out in full confidence.
All right.
Whether they follow me or not, that's them.
No, he's not going to follow you immediately.
Well, then the other two would as
What
well,
about
but
you,
yes.
Gus, Jim?
I think as I turn around to close the door, say my final goodbye, do I catch that look on his face?
Oh,
That
yeah,
sort of-
absolutely. Yeah, he very is like, who are you guys again? He's confused, maybe a little bit scared, but he's trying to hide it. I think, Jim, do you want to just make me a flat D100 roll?
Yeah. I think Jim has seen this.
I was going to say,
look
I feel like
before.
you've seen this, so that's why I mentioned it. 8. I think it's very clear to you that this act that he's been doing is not new to him either. So not only do you catch the fact that he looks a little bit lost and confused and like he's just trying to make it through this social situation without making it awkward, you catch the familiarity in this for him. Like he's a little bit scared, but he's more so, it's not his first time doing this.
I think Jim's going to re-enter the office and give him a reassuring pat on the shoulder and just kind of like a nod, a solemn nod, and a look that inspires it's going to be all right without ever saying it.
Yeah.
And he'll leave behind a couple of his salami smoker's cigarettes.
He looks at the cigarette when you put them down, Because I see, Jim's pulling out the pack, right? And then pulls out a couple and then sets them down on the table.
Mhm.
And then he looks up at you as if he's like remembered something or you for a minute. There is recognition that you see in his eyes when he looks at you. And he gives you a warning here. What do you think this warning is that he gives you?
I think just from a look, would Jim understand that there's a danger that he wants to communicate? Like, as if somebody who's... Okay.
Yeah.
Jim's seen this look before, where it's like they don't know how to put to words something terrifying that they're trying to warn us about, so he's going to, again, just kind of, instead of... I think Jim's facial expression kind of turns to like an understanding of like, yeah, we know what we're getting ourselves into, to just try to put him at ease.
And then the fog is kind of lifting and he just kind of like pats you, on the shoulder and, is again suddenly acting familiar, like he knows you and like, thanks for your help, buddy. As he lets you walk out. But he'll stay in there for a minute or two before leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys exit the office. As you are leaving, you might hear like, I think you probably overhear Francis like talking to somebody, but it's like very chill. They're talking about something unrelated and you guys head out the office. What do you do now?
Well, that was more than I thought we'd get. By a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Aye.
I think we're getting into something a little larger than we thought. What was originally going to be a quick mission seems to be something a lot deeper.
I think so. So, did you notice? Of course you noticed. The nosebleed.
Yes.
That whenever he was recalling specific details, and he even noted that happens to him sometimes. Something's blocking his memory of that incident. I don't know what, and I was not about to push it farther than I did. That would have caused something severe, and I think that was what just happened there with his memory. He didn't recognize us for that brief time. I don't know if he caught that.
He did
something
for
it was a
brief period when I anchored him to something.
It was fading, so it was a quick thing. I think it could be magic. It could also be his brain trying to protect him from something he don't understand and can't reconcile.
Could be a mix of both.
Yeah. That too.
It could be playing on some... It could be both in that it is the magic working through the brain trying to protect itself, like the immune system.
Yeah. I mean, he saw one of his friend's deputy's arms just fall out of a closet.
Yeah.
No rest of the body, but it was blood. He said it was bloody. I was wondering if it was like I wasn't going to press it, but was it a clean cut, that sort of thing? But the way he sounded, no. Which, and then that note he talked about the intruder, and something was off. I couldn't get. I wasn't going to push it anymore because I think it would have caused irreparable harm. But he said, then it came, and he started talking about the broadcast again. I don't think that's what he was originally talking about. He slipped because the broadcast happened first, and then Bob was missing, and then it came, and then he hid. So there's something else here, and maybe it's whatever maybe there's an entity protecting this broadcast. It could be something, I say physical in quotations, but that was too specific. And he mentioned the broadcast and then it. There's some it involved in this.
Could be a spirit.
Any number of things. But something of that nature, I'd assume. It's not leaving any physical evidence. Then why did an arm come out? How did it do everything but an arm?
It seems a bit, and now this is a bit morbid, it seems a bit too convenient that it was only an arm and not the whole body.
Right.
You know?
But like,
Yeah.
I can think, I mean, again, if we're going down the morbid, and I think at this point I'm walking toward the gas station we originally came in from to this time with Clara, since that's where we originally were going to go before turning around. So I've just started walking that way. If they stopped, I would stop, but if they do a talk and walk. Yeah, I mean, I hate to, the thought I have is it's something, I don't know, dragged the others somewhere else. Maybe he had a good grip in the closet and it couldn't take his arm with him. I mean, no, you wouldn't. Gosh, you might think of what I'm thinking of. In a lot of science fiction and anything that relates to like, Star Trek, you probably recognize it. Basically, if you think of a portal, right? Something that you walk through in science fiction, right? And you end up somewhere else. That portal turns off prematurely. Your arm's one side, your body's the other. Arm gets left behind. If some entity is dragging people somewhere else as a defense mechanism of this broadcast, or maybe it's tied in, who knows? Perhaps this Bob fella was able to hold on to something before getting dragged fully and pop.
He would have to have a hell of a grip, just saying. Getting your arm ripped off isn't something where he had to hold on to something, or he was trying to...
Well, maybe holding on, I don't know how hard it was pulling, but it may have been more like slice. Like he was holding and it's just a timed thing. It shut before he could get pulled all the way through. I'm making wild conjectures here. I'm just thinking how the hell an arm would get left behind and nothing else. And we've never heard of any other pieces of anything being left behind after these incidents and the disappearances. So,
of course,
only thing I think of is maybe he fought back somehow, which just delayed his removal, and it was quicker to just chop than pull.
Yeah. Well, this is
with
the assumption that Bob is dead. He might be alive.
Yeah,
It could have been one of those things where sometimes, in order to keep something secret, something safe, is to have a deterrent, and that deterrent usually needs to be violent. And this could be a case of Bob might not be dead, but has, this is again a theory, has realized the importance of this entity, whatever it is, and has put in an effort to ensure that nobody goes snooping. Imagine the sort of power somebody would have with that entity if they could control it. It's very dangerous. So there needs to be some sort of deterrent to keep people away from using it for nefarious means.
Right.
Could possibly be a theory.
Yeah, I don't know if Bob is particularly involved in the deterrent themselves, but perhaps whatever this entity is was indeed using Bob as the deterrent.
Well, that too.
Lyle's missing as well, but the sheriff is still here. The sheriff clearly has been called crazy for a long time about this. What a better deterrent for this supernatural broadcast than this crazy sheriff who funded a radio station, and he just so happened to have talked about his disappearing deputies and an arm that showed up out of nowhere, all bloody. It was one of his deputies. No one's going to believe it, which means people aren't going to look into it too hard because it's just some crazy talking about it. That's I think you might be right on the deterrent idea. Maybe.
Could be.
Scare him and mess with his brain and keep people away. I don't know.
Gus, can you make a roll for me as Harry is unwrapping another Zotz? Is this your fifth one, Harry?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All right.
What kind of roll would you like?
I need something around instinct. Whatever your magical instinct might be. So your magical stat would be fine, which for you is mind, I believe, correct?
Yep. It is mind. Any shifts? Just a regular roll?
Let's do 10 shift.
as a 53. I am going to burn this one.
Yeah, okay.
And as an 89.
There's something strange. You have this weird like deja vu kind of style moment when Harry's describing this, but then any detail escapes you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is Gus saying this out loud?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, it's like that's what I've had a lot of that. I think we need to clarify sometimes our inner monologue versus not, because or not. Never do it actually. I love that we don't know.
I'm just staring into middle distance, going no.
Okay, Gus?
You know when you know that you're gonna meet a monster, or that you've already met the monster, like in your heart of hearts, you know it to be true that you ain't getting out of this one unmonstered. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I don't have to explain any further then. Good.
Sometimes you just have to have the bravery to face it. Bravery doesn't mean you don't have fear about facing it. It just means you overcome the fear. I did it with morphine.
Past tense on that one, right? That shit's highly addictive.
Are you still doing it with morphine, or?
Oh, no. It's just for the war.
Okay.
Okay, good. I highly suggest keeping it that way.
But it works really well.
Yes, it does. That's why it's highly addictive.
I might need something stronger than nicotine gum.
You want some Zots?
You want some
I
morphine?
somehow feel... Do you have morphine?
Yeah,
Do you have morphine?
I've got some cough syrup.
Oh, fuck, that's right. That did have that at one point, didn't it?
I'm sorry, you've got cough syrup circa when?
What do you mean, circa? Oh, yeah, from my time, back in the dinosaurs. Yeah, you guys don't have morphine in your cough syrup anymore?
Asking what year it's from is not me making fun of you for being from that time. It's just information.
I'm from 1947, if you forgot.
Right.
Yeah.
1947.
It wouldn't have expired yet because that time thing has there's been a cut in the time thing there. It shouldn't be expired, if you're wondering there, Gus. But also we shouldn't have that. It's
whatever's in that cough syrup would kill most people today. Most people don't have the constitution to withstand that, is what I'm saying.
I don't think they had the constitution then. Oh boy. We're going to have a bunch of different discussions on drugs and the effects on those, but that's for another time, I think, Jim.
That cough syrup would probably kill me. That Zots would probably kill Jim.
It's just sugar. High fructose. Is that worse in the past?
High what?
Don't give me that look, Gus. That is full joke. I'm moving. I'm still walking.
Sorry, it sounded like a very sci-fi swear to me for a second, so I
You have high fructose corn syrup from your... Right? You better.
Yeah, probably.
They turned the corn syrup into drugs?
Actually, yes.
Huh.
So am I gonna get dragged into like an in-between place? Is that what we're worried about? The
That is one of the potential concerns, yes.
Okay, all right. I just feel like it's me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's gonna happen. If it happens to anyone, it has to happen to me, right?
Why do you speak such things into existence, Gus?
I'm the one that's gotten dragged into I've been in a liminal space.
Like it's gotta be me, right? Like, why are you're just accidentally giving yourself shifts against this thing?
I know.
You know, whatever this is.
But you weren't the one that I got dragged into the liminal space with your entity, not you. You weren't there.
Oh, you had to face my entity.
Yeah, it was awful. I don't want to do that again.
I know, it was a fundamentally awful creature, and I'm glad.
So let's not will you getting dragged in somewhere, because I'll probably be the one that does.
I'm not willing it. I just feel like I had a bit of deja vu to it may be happening already, except not yet.
Are you thinking this is the past? Are you thinking this is the past version of that?
Worrying about it.
We shouldn't cut against the grain in time travel anymore. We shouldn't do this. We should never go to the last day.
No.
We shouldn't do this ever again.
Don't give the universe ideas either. I feel like I know the universe pretty well at this point, and they're terrifying.
No, the universe is giving me the idea. I need to clarify. I didn't come up with the thought of that happening to me. That came unbidden into my mind, and the universe did it to me.
You should have gotten a nosebleed and forgot it then.
Is that your advice?
I do have a medication that helps with forgetting.
Is it morphine?
I think it's morphine. Oh, it's opium, right? Which is morphine is a derivative of.
Sure, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the one out of place all the way here, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm the one.
Well, we are closest to my time at the moment, right? So.
Yes, I also lived through this time.
Gus makes a gesture of like, well, good for you. Like a little bit of a head bob, like, okay.
I lived through the 80s, whatever the fuck that means, yeah.
Because I did, God damn it. Oh, yeah, okay, all right, yes. I'm the aged one, I've understood things, and I'm apparently out of place and out of touch. All right. And I don't like opium. I'm sorry, Jim. My dislike of opium.
I'm not offended. I was just trying to offer some solutions here.
Man, that's, honestly, that is very genuine and appreciated. Okay.
Respectable.
What year were you
Where
born?
are you guys going while you're talking? I'm just curious as to like what you're
Gas
doing
station
as you're walking.
Clara, I think. Because
Okay, you're heading back to the gas station. You're not going back in time or anything.
Is 3
Okay.
hours away.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's not walking, I'm assuming, because the sheriff said he drove.
Yeah.
And it was 3
It's
hours
3
away,
hours.
which
Yeah.
means it's a 3-hour drive
Yep.
to rural.
Okay, so you're headed. Clarify again. You're headed to the gas station to
Clara.
Clara.
The one who worked with Arthur.
Okay, got it. All right. All right. So you guys are walking and talking. That's fine. I'll just like let your conversation conclude when you reach there, or conclude it whenever, and we'll say you're there.
I think it's concluded pretty
Yeah,
dang
okay,
well
perfect.
with
Well, I mean,
opium and morphine.
I mean, to be fair, Gus did just ask when you were born, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut it off.
Doing the wince math here, because weirdly time now is very strange for my brain, and I don't.
I know it's a
particularly like
slippery it's a slippery calendar for us. I understand.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We can move on. It's okay.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't even remember. I
Sorry,
don't
my
even remember
brain.
my birthday.
I looked and I was like, that was me using a calculator. I'm like, that can't be right.
Uh-huh.
And then I go, no, it is, because time is stupid. 68. Not years
born in
old.
60.
I was
born in 65.
Oh,
There you go.
that hurts a lot.
Right?
I think I was born in 1912 or
Wait.
maybe it was 1914.
No.
I don't remember.
You can't. Oh, because oh no, I see.
I'm 30 years old from the year 1995.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking it was late. It was 88, and I'm like, how? But you're not 12, and everything. And Jesus Christ, Murgles.
Well, I am
I just gotta
somewhere.
I feel that
Back in
that
Australia.
face is going to haunt me,
I'm gonna
and that's
pee
the
my
entity
pants, dude.
clearly. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
She just like photoshopped Attack on Titan on my face.
Awful.
I will put these in the Discord for those listening. If you want to see what Murgles has done to us, you will see after today's episode. Holy shit, they're so good. So sorry to interrupt.
Terrible.
You should do that, but I was the
Mm-hmm.
not so kind version of me was like, we should show it off in the green room and nowhere else, because that's the,
That's
the
fair, that's fair.
capitalist thing to do. But I think it's better to not do that.
Holy cow. It'll be in the Discord later and also in the green room. You'll get both.
So sorry.
Anyway, that's okay.
Yeah. Right. Dang. That's weird. So that. Oh, you're somewhere in my wince, slightly older than me.
Wait, what? Really? That's crazy.
That's what because I'm 43.
Oh, I'm doing the math right now. I might be dead.
Yeah, you're gonna have to live till well, close to 100. Yeah.
Jim, can you make a roll for me? Whatever your magic stat is, mind, please.
Jim having an existential time crisis.
And I dropped it immediately.
Yeah.
He ages 40 years in 3 seconds.
61.
Is that a 61? And your mark
61.
was 50?
50.
Yes.
I think you just have a weird butterfly moment in your stomach. And I don't think you know how to describe it when you during this conversation. It's like again either a weird deja vu or just maybe this weird unsettling realization as you're like, I think I may be dead. You know, and they're talking about ages and stuff like that, and you get this like fluttering in your stomach. Maybe just the realization that much time has passed, and in 88 would you be alive, and you know, all this sort of
Does his nose bleed? Going to see a nosebleed on Jim from all that?
No.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. My hope was the answer was no, and I wanted to be clear.
No.
Okay.
just
Nothing like
die.
that. It's just
Yeah, it's just
no.
again. You just
It's just a
do you just
weird
go full
flutter.
the Rock's mummy, where you just immediately shrivel.
Yeah. Could you imagine? No. But I'd say probably at this point you guys arrive at the gas station.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of hours. I don't want to do that thing where she's not there or available to talk to you. So we'll just say that she's working this late shift, just because I don't want you guys to have walked all the way here. For
Small
her not to
town.
be
There's
here.
a good chance they have 2 workers here.
Yeah.
If someone calls out, it means you do both shifts.
Yep. So we'll just say that she is here. Super friendly. That's right. And she had the hair up and kind of like this, right? Like a banana clip, like frizzy,
Yep.
you know, was kind of rocking. Yeah. Okay.
Little
Denim
bubbly.
jacket, very bubbly. Oh, hi. You guys
Hello
are
again,
back.
Clara.
Hey, you look like you're wearing the expression of survivors.
What a
We
haunting
did.
thing to say to us.
What do you
It
mean?
was-
You were gonna go
No,
ride.
it was-
You were gonna go do the
Oh,
full
right,
ride.
because we survived the ride. No, of course, that does make sense.
And
You're not
right,
crazy.
and 2 of them are wearing the shirt visibly.
Yeah, Jim is wearing the shirt. Just-
yeah.
I believe Akatsu
Sarah,
was
I
too.
would
Catsi
just
is as
never
well,
say
yeah.
that to someone that walked into my store ever under any circumstance. But you know, you're your own person.
But,
Don't mind
okay.
that.
Well,
Yeah, don't.
You're fine.
mind
I'm-
people on my behalf. I'm my own person. I am
I
to
know.
be minded.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. It's been a long day.
that's
Yes.
okay. Well, how was the ride?
Still functional.
Terrifying.
Oh, accurate. I think I haven't been on it since I was pretty young. So yeah.
I don't think that place is actually open.
They let children ride that thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
I screamed the whole way down. My brother got
So did
stuck.
I.
Yeah, so did Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother got stuck up at the top. Took it 5 minutes to fix it, just so that he could ride the ride all the way down, screaming the whole
You would
way.
have
It
died if that was
horrible.
the case, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Sorry,
goodness,
no, he didn't
oof.
die.
Oh no, I wasn't speaking. It's fine.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry.
No, you're right. You're right.
Well, I'm glad you have had fun.
Thank you. Want me to get the pointed to the other 2? You you worked with Arthur at the radio station.
No. Just Arthur was at the radio station. Arthur was my friend.
I know.
Yeah.
And you were on the sign-in sheets with Arthur.
Oh yeah, like occasionally I'd like go in and sit with him maybe once or twice, but I didn't do any of the radio broadcast. I was just like a guest chilling.
That would
Great.
make sense.
Great place to avoid a teacher if you were had a deadline or you had an
Sure,
assignment
put
that was late. That kind of
The
thing.
live light turns on. No one
Yeah.
messes with it. That's
Exactly.
smart.
Yeah. So I hid out in there a couple of times and
Sure.
watched him work maybe, but yeah, no, I never ran the radio station.
Did he ever talk about the weird broadcasts?
Make a roll for me. This is a magic roll.
Okay. I'm pretty sure no. I'm just confirming that 10 shift from my protection. That was just for the one roll.
Just for
correct?
the one roll.
Perfect.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Want to make sure.
Yep. No
Any
worries.
other shifts here?
Nope. I will give you 5 shift because you've already talked to her about the emergency broadcast, right?
Yes, we
Did
did.
you mention it or was it?
One of us brought it up or something. I swear, right? Now I'm actually.
I don't think she mentioned the emergency broadcast. I think it was Ruth. So that's okay. Just take the 5 shift anyway.
I'm not going to say no to that.
Yep.
75.
Okay, would you like to burn?
No.
Okay.
No.
About his radio show? I mean, I don't know. I think it's been like, 12 years or something like that. It's been a while.
No, sorry. I meant the urban legend of this town of Marrow.
Oh yeah, the emergency broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he ever talk about that on the radio show or ever talk about it in general?
All the time. Yeah, well, because I think it was like really big, when we were in high school. Everyone was talking about it. We had a couple of incidences ourselves, at the school. Like, there was a whole thing about fire happening after the championship game. That whole year, actually, the people were saying that they heard the broadcast say that the results of that year of the football team, and it was always right. Yeah, it was crazy. But you never know if people actually heard it or if they just said they heard it, and then people were saying oh, I heard the emergency broadcast said this, and then if it came true, everyone just suddenly believed it. It just became the thing to do,
future, isn't it?
Is to just say you heard the broadcast and then say whatever it was that you were going to say, and then
Yeah. If only
for no reason whatsoever. Were there betting pools for these games?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone capitalized on that.
Yeah. In particular, was there any big winner who would always win?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's so long ago. I can't recall. I'm sorry. I don't know. It was just a huge thing, and everyone was in on it.
Was it the Wolverines that won?
Yeah, they did.
That's what they played.
Yeah, they did win. They did win. And I think it was just something it was a huge deal that we'd won the whole way through that whole season, and then the championship game was going to be lost, and then the school was going to be set on fire. That whole thing. But then it never. Yeah, that's not what happened. I think we won, actually. I think we won.
Oh.
That's weird. Yeah. So I guess the emergency broadcast was wrong.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, pranks and things, of course. Silly. Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I heard it once.
Oh.
Yeah.
When? When and what did it say?
I can't be sure that it was the emergency broadcast just because it's not really what anybody else said that they heard. But I think I was, let's see, must have been spring. It was the spring of that year. So before everything really kicked off, because it was, it was right before school got out for the year that this was kind of a big deal. Where everyone was saying that they had heard it. So I didn't really think too much of it at the time, but mine said it was weird. It was potential rabies exposure. I think is what it said. It was really weird. It was like I heard the static, and then it was within town limits, something, potential rabies, residents should avoid contact with stray animals. And then it was standard info, if you're experiencing aggression, blah, 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 you should, that should be reported immediately. But you know what I do remember? I remember very specifically at the end, it said, "This is not a test." And then the broadcast ended.
Oh.
This is not a test.
This is not
were
a
there
test,
any, that was all? There were any beeps, tones?
Yeah, there was.
anything?
Yeah, there was a tone at the beginning. It was like a dude.
The emergency broadcast tone.
I guess so. That's the only time I've ever
Usually
heard it.
what it is.
Yeah. And then it was just distorted a little bit, and then potential rabies, and then that was it. And then this is not a test, and then and then that was it.
Where did you hear that?
That's the only time I heard it.
Yeah. Where were you?
It sounded like I heard it in the gymnasium at the school.
Ah.
But That's the only time I heard it. And I never heard anybody else talking about like when they heard the emergency broadcast. Nobody else said, you know, like this is not a test or the tone. So I don't know. At the time, I just remember thinking like I didn't know what it was. And it wasn't until months later when people started talking about the emergency broadcast. And I don't know. I just didn't clock it because like who cares about rabies? Is that even a thing? Can you even get rabies?
Yeah, you totally can get rabies.
Oh my God, you can?
Yeah, if an animal with rabies bites you, you absolutely can get it.
Oh my God, I thought they cured rabies.
I mean, there's a vaccine. I mean, you can be treated for it, but you could still contract it and die. It's still, you know, a high fatality disease.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Like today?
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting off topic.
Don't play with wild animals is the best way to go about it, because yes, that is still a very big risk.
Oh my God,
today.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Bats that fly around at night, they tend to carry it. If a bat gets in your house, be careful.
Oh my God, like Batman.
Yeah, radioactive bats.
Bitch,
Yeah.
when did that come out?
DC Comics were out for
no,
decades.
No,
Batman's been out for
I mean
a
very specifically the one with fucking Penguin. When did that come out? Was that 88?
Tim Burton's.
That's the 90s, I think.
Shit.
I could be mistaken.
I guess I read
The
comics.
first one was 89.
89. So it hasn't happened yet.
Trailers.
Yeah,
Jesus,
trailers.
man.
Trailers. Okay.
Advanced
There are-
screening.
There are trailers because it comes out in less than a year.
Okay. All right. Trailers. Oh, like that, like Batman, like the trailers for Batman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen those.
Probably similar to that. Sure.
Yeah. The like bats come out of the cave
Right,
or whatever. Right.
Yep.
Wow, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Be careful. Anyway, we need anything else? I don't think we need a gas. I think we're pretty good.
Were
We're
you
good
guys
on
gonna
candy too, right?
Buy anything?
I mean, I'm all right.
What can
Harry takes
what
a
can
walk.
this dollar get me?
Jolt Cola's back there.
I mean, yeah, there's like a cola. There's wait a minute. Where am I in the regional United States? There's pop over
Maine.
there. You could, get a bag of chips, anything like that. Anything in this section here you can get for under $1.
I recommend Jolt. I'd get that. Get that cola.
Jolt? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of Jolt on it.
I love the Jolt. I like the green bottle. That one's my
okay.
favorite.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Jolt just came out.
This'll do.
Just
You
came
keep
out.
the
It's
change.
so good.
Are you giving her your magical dollar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, make a roll for me, please. Magic stat, so mind for you. You can have a 10 shift.
All right. Incoming one.
Holy shit, that would be crazy.
No.
A one-off.
Yeah. There was one off.
Okay, but an important one off. Okay, 61. Okay, so as you slide this dollar over, just remember to remove it from your inventory, your magical $1. She's now going to have this magical $1.
Change your life forever. You haven't been horrible.
But there is a moment where she looks at this dollar and is completely distracted. And she's just like, wow, look at this fucking dollar. I thought this is a weird dollar. And that's it. She is not paying attention to you guys at all. Not that you want to do anything in the store or steal anything, but I'm just saying, like, she is clearly oblivious to you right now. She's just like, wow, look at this dollar. And she's like holding it up and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I think I know why that's happening. Anyways.
Yeah, I look to you, look at the dollar, and then kind of you see me my jaw drop a little bit of like, why the fuck did you give that away?
Now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't have. Hey, excuse me, actually. Could you break that dollar down to 4 quarters?
Why you do?
Because the jolt is
Yeah.
jolt is
Yeah,
The
yeah.
jolt's only a quarter. That's
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
You
yeah.
need 75 cents back. You're
Okay.
absolutely right. Yeah,
Yes,
I'll grab one of the jolt
she will
colas.
do that. So she'll put the dollar in the thing and then give you back 3 quarters.
Smart son of a bitch. I
You
see what
very
you're doing
smart
there.
son of a bitch. Okay, so now you have 3 magical quarters in your pocket. Distraction quarters.
All right. I'm going to flip 2 over to Gus and Harry.
Nice.
Oh, I catch that.
Thanks, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Put it in my in a pocket and kind of pat it and
Yeah. Be careful with that. I feel like if she would have been staring at that dollar until she collapsed.
Yeah. That feels kind of lucky to me. Well, thank you, Clara. That was very helpful.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your recommendations.
Yeah,
the mines
absolutely.
It was very cool seeing the history of this lovely town. All
Yeah,
that.
I'm glad that you survived. And then immediately like makes a weird look at Gus, like maybe I shouldn't have said that again. And then
I'm also glad that you're alive.
just an awkward
Is this
smile
the
back.
ritual? Have I succeeded? Is this what you
They
want?
don't get out much as I usher Gus out of the door.
Okay, and then you guys leave the gas station. Where to now, my friends?
Okay. We got two choices at this point, I think. And looking at the bathroom door, it was the gas station bathroom I think we came out of, right? Those are the exterior bathrooms of these old gas stations.
Yeah, you came from an outdoor. Any door that like leads to the outside of you came in that way. We'll say it's like a side door from the gas station.
I see.
We got two choices. Both of which I think would go through that door. One is jump back to one of the time periods.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is see if we can get it to just take us to Talbot.
Holy shit, dude.
I feel like that's going to come.
And I waggled the folder that I took from the office.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you think it's going to be really difficult to get to Talbot?
It's a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, but
We'd have to get a car, do all that, and then
That's
convince
what I'm
our way
getting at.
into it. Which, we've got credentials, I'm aware, but I don't know if it's a good idea to use them there.
no.
But,
My vote's on we just go through the door, but
well, I mean, we'll go through the door either way. I'm just saying where do we want it to end up?
yeah, not there. It's not.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't think we're ready for that.
No, that's fair. That's why I was just wanted to ask and see and poll the crowd.
What do you think, Gus?
I think that there's got to be a course I can do where I can learn how to talk to people, right? Someone's got to offer that as like a skill set, right? Like
There are
you're
many
fine.
of those, yes.
But
you're fine. But you're fine. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. What you said.
supremely
I get it.
convincing. Thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah.
Oh, guys, I mean, this place is a tourist town. I mean, they probably haven't gotten it yet that this place is dead now, and their attractions mean nothing to people who come here now.
That is dim of an outlook there, Jim.
The dim Jim outlook. I say we go
Wow,
through the
I don't know
door.
if I've heard you be that negative before. That is
I
actually
mean,
a little
it's just
real in
kinda-
here.
There's such a smile on his face too. Look.
I know. That's why that makes it
Just
worse.
they just need to move on to something else. I mean, it happens. in towns.
Did you
Where do
realize
they
that
move on to?
you chronologically might be
I don't know.
perished? Did that really just like lift the existential weight off your shoulders?
Or add it.
The who and the what now? No, I'm just kind of saying. I mean, it's not really a jab at them. I mean, towns got their shticks and then they move on to something else. Heck, one of my towns was famous for a cat, and then the cat died, so they had to find something else.
One of the states in my whence, there's a town that's made as a dog.
Yeah.
I'm not lying there. That is 100% true.
Yeah, I heard the competition was rough. That mayoral election, huh?
I think he was too clean, not a bone to pick with his past. All right, let's move on.
You're walking for the door? Okay.
When? Do we want to go right back to the beginning, the very first, now that we've got this? Do we want to work back one at a time? Meet back up with Briggs, but in 77? I think we originally were talking about just going back one by one. I want to say it was It had been you, Gus, that was recommended that, or Jim. One of you two was thinking that would be a good idea, I thought. I don't think that was from me.
To go back to...
Piece by piece, like one step at a time, 77, then 72, and that way we get a bigger picture.
Oh, yeah. That
was you, because it was a detective thing, looking back at getting the whole picture before the very first incident.
And only today have I realized the existential horror inherent in cutting against the temporal grain of the universe like that to achieve an investigative outcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Like then going the other way can have other effects as well. So it's kind of you.
Yeah, I mean,
you cut some, you lose some. You know.
Yeah.
That's not a phrase. I don't know why I said that. And I open the door.
What did he say?
Okay, perfect.
Harry, what did he say?
He said you cut some, you lose some.
Make a roll for me, Harry. Your magic stat, please. And you can have a 10 shift. Unless you want to...
I'm going to see if I can add more to that. Because...
I was just going to say, unless you have any special bullshit.
Well, we might have... let me look at my notes here real quick to see if what the time frame from the items we had got. Blender was 72. However, the two that went to the gift shop to get the shirts.
Yep.
Oh no, that was a current year. Not a 77 postcard. We did not have a 77 postcard. Right?
No.
The gift shop did it have multiple years?
You guys got the blender, I think.
1972 was the blender.
Yep, 72.
But not 77.
Okay, correct.
I was trying to see. I don't think we had an anchor item for 77. But we Gus, the napkin.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, that'll work. I was gonna say, wasn't the Scrabble?
Scrabble was from 56.
Okay, yep. All right, you're right. Okay, napkin it is.
I am the note taker at this point. It is.
Yep, that's perfect.
I'm much to probably their dismay, I have been writing all my notes near the end of my book.
Oh.
Because where else would I write notes? I've got a book on me.
Okay, I did not know that. That's fantastic. Okay, so you are going to try to open the door to 77, Harry?
Yep.
All right.
Yes. And you holding the napkin as an anchor.
All right.
Would that give me any extra shift on top of that?
Yeah, absolutely it will. Yep, absolutely it will. Okay. So you've got one with the napkin. Are you doing anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just, so the 10 shift from something you didn't disclose to me, and then the 5 from the napkin. Okay.
Yep. So 15 shift.
89. That one I will reroll.
Okay. And what's your burn at now?
It just hit 4, so I'm going to give myself a minor burn.
Yep. Okay.
Although, well, yeah. Minus shift to body. Exhausted.
Okay.
Which, old injury flares that might flare up. Yeah, absolutely. One of my knees is starting to bother me.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to start limping a bit. But I rerolled, to a 70.
You want to do it again?
Yeah. That sounds fun. 97. It just refuses today.
Yeah, it refuses to open up. Okay, so Harry, when you go to open the door, you're concentrating on 77. Don't forget to mark that extra burn. So you're at 5 now.
I did, yes.
Yeah, okay. But you can kind of like feel your magic moving. Maybe it's your own apprehension as to like, where should we go? Should we go 77? Maybe it's Gus saying like, I don't know about going back in an investigation this way. You're thinking about Talbot. You're thinking about like all sorts of things. And then you can feel like your magic just suddenly and aggressively like leached from you. And then you feel an ache in one of your old injuries in your knee. And you go and you turn and you open this door. And it is a low creaking sound. And you've opened the door into darkness, but not the darkness of like Gus's room. It's more just like, it looks like you can see like a pillar. Lights aren't on in wherever it is on the other side of this door.
That door didn't like me today, apparently. So I'm feeling that winter coming. think this is 77. I mean, we don't ever really know 100% sure until we get in there, do we?
Nope.
I guess not.
All right.
Your guess would be as good as mine.
Okay, well, I'll head in first since I was the one that opened it. And then I step in to this darkness that you said had a pillar of some kind. A pillar like in a parking garage, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, it looks almost like when you look, you can kind of see maybe a pillar, but then kind of as you step in, you realize, oh wait, this seems to be like some sort of concrete pillar, maybe in a basement somewhere, and then you get the like dank smell of like earth and things like that as you step in. And you might, just kind of like it's like, like the dank smell of like either a parking garage or there's some wetness here.
Okay. My brain thought like
you're not
all of a
like
sudden now into
underground.
a dirt basement.
No.
Parking. Okay,
Nope,
still parking garage.
yeah.
So there's still the scent of cement, but there's also that like musty, damp scent as well.
Like you can kind of still smell the outside, but it's rained a little bit.
Oh,
like you can
I love
kind of
that,
smell
actually.
that. Yeah. So you step across the threshold here, and then as soon as your foot hits the pavement, you can hear the like click of your own heel and some reverberation. So you are in like a cemented area, but it's pretty big.
Looks like some sort of parking garage or something, y'all.
Okay. Interesting.
But I'm looking through the door. We're here. Won't know until we talk to someone, I think. Or
Guess
look
so.
for a camera.
I mean, look at the cars, I guess. Does that look like
that's wise.
77 car? I don't know. There's a lot of wood trim on it.
Yeah, I'm now looking at, if this is a parking garage, I'm now...
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here, so you're going to need a light. Yeah.
Well, what better way to light things up than with magic?
Yeah.
So I'm going to attempt, and my thought process here is, you know that wonderful glow that slot machines give off?
Mm-hmm.
That's effectively what I want to try to do, is maybe have like what looks, because I'm just having a magic metaphor visualizing. I'm thinking it's the glow of like a 777 jackpot because that flashes and is bright.
Okay.
And so my visual is, you know this like the light spell like a wizard would have like floating over them. I'm thinking that, but it's literally the 777 of a jackpot giving me light.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll for me. This is going to be really hard because you don't have physical items to do this with unless you're using your book. In which case,
I'm absolutely using my book.
Okay, your book can give you a 10 shift. However, remember that the more you use it, the more entangled you're becoming with this book. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense and seems reasonable.
All right, go for it. Make your roll with a 10.
Works better for me if it's entangled with me.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I will do, the second item, I will toss my dice. This time not out into the ground, but just up and then catch them.
Yeah, okay. So we just hear the like click, I guess, kind of sort of rattling as he like tosses the dice up into the air. Yeah, and then snatches them. Go ahead and make your roll.
Extra shift for the dice?
Yes, absolutely, if you're going to use them magically.
That's a 3.
Okay. This is the first time we're seeing anything like this, because usually you guys you've been doing some gutter magic, which is you have things in your possession, you're taking a photo, you're using your smokers, you're doing something, but for a moment, everyone is about to witness Harry just kind of call on his own magic and do something. He uses the dice, but what does it look like, Harry, as you do this?
Yeah, I mean, I have the book, I open it, and I kind of just... It doesn't do like the, magic book, like opening itself and pages are flipping or anything like that. No, but I do open it and like grab a bookmark, which would have been one of the tarot cards. And actually, hold on. Let me see what... Yeah, write down which ones those were. So if one of them was a 3, I'll lose my shit.
2 is the High Priestess.
While true, that's not one I had.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was a 3.
Holy
Empress.
shit, dude. Okay. Wow.
So I go to the Empress page.
Yeah.
and the 777. It's not the sevens. It's the jewels.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's
wow.
one of the things. So
Yeah.
Empress, crown, jewels. And so it's now those like green emerald jewels that you would see as one of the options on a slot machine.
Okay, but how does this manifest? Because this is not in a parking garage. You're not in a parking garage. So how does it manifest the light for you?
Right.
Yeah.
So I flipped that tarot page, see the 3, look at the dice, see the 3 there, see Empress, and then I kind of just do like a waving motion almost,
Yeah.
like you're swiping in front of a spotlight.
Yeah.
The motion sensor spotlight.
Yeah.
And I use that with the tarot card, swipe in front of me,
Ooh,
put the
okay.
card back, shut the door, and then while I'm swiping, the gems kind of temporarily go away from the crown, sit above me like it 3 in a row, like you would have done slot machines, and they glow a very vibrant green.
Ooh.
And they're just floating there in a row next to me,
Yeah,
like off on
okay.
one of my shoulders.
Okay. Okay. Then I think we see these kind of like, you said there are 3 of them, right? 3 glowing green gems next to
and
you
a
that
slot
are
machine is,
essentially
it's like a
light.
3x3.
Yeah.
And it's the center
Yeah.
row 3. Like you might see some even faint haze of other icons that you would see on a slot machine around it.
Okay, so we see, and this is a 3, so I'm going to take this and yes and it a little bit. So we see these, he creates these gems, you guys, that are like flowing little flashlights. One stays hovering over his shoulder, and one floats over near Gus, and one floats over near you, Jim. And it's just kind of floating nearby to give you kind of, it's like a headlight. And as you look around, you begin to recognize you're definitely, this is not a parking garage, but you seem to be maybe under, like maybe underground in some sort of, maybe what would have been a parking garage, but it's being used for something else. But you don't really know where you are. There are no cars here. It is just an open space. You see the kind of like pillars of support. It's unfurnished. There's nothing else in here. It's really hard to identify exactly where you are.
Visually, I'm trying to.
Yep.
Because I know you would actually probably get this, PB. The bottom of Shinjuku Station.
Yes.
There's those big
Yes.
empty tunnels.
Yes.
From
Yes.
one spot to the station to the other.
Yes.
That's what I'm visualizing.
Yes.
Anyone who has gone on a Boeing tour back in, if you're in Washington,
Yeah.
they also have big underground tunnels that go to different departments, sort of, kind of, / under the airport itself.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's kind of what I was visualizing here.
That
Is
is
a big empty.
exactly what this looks like.
Go
Yep.
to A to point A to point B.
Yep. And as you kind of like light this up and you're kind of looking down, and it's almost like it's like a subway tunnel, but clearly this town is way too small to have anything like that. But it doesn't look like the concrete and stuff around you doesn't look as like freshly new or whatever as that door that you saw before. But it is at this time. I'm going to give you guys a chance to do something. Gus, what do you do? Anything here as this
Please, I've been
light is
taking
happening?
this.
Yeah.
Someone else.
No, I'm along for the ride on this one.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. Jim, do you do anything in particular? Is this like he basically summons this light, this green light, with magic?
I'm going to first see, like, where is that light drawing its energy from? Do I sense it's drawing its energy from me?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Make a roll for me.
Okay. What would you like me to roll? D100 or mind or?
Mind. Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to devil in the details this because
Yeah.
I want to know more about
that's
this.
really, 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 really clever.
Ooh, 16.
Okay. 16. Ooh, this is fun. Okay. So, oh my God. You're trying to see where the energy for the light is coming from, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like you kind of like squint and look at Harry for a second and notice that the book seems to be, that green energy seems to be pulling from Harry. And then maybe there's like a faint line that leads to each of the gems. It's pulling directly from Harry, but it is like the book that is kind of amplifying whatever this is.
I think Jim's gonna, he's still smoking his cigarette. He's gonna, no, I think I've got it. And he's gonna blow a puff of smoke and it's gonna cover and kind of extinguish the orb. That's kind of what I want to do. Is like completely just kind of like shoo it away.
Send it back to me, effectively.
Yeah, basically send it back, and then it's like, I'll navigate my own way.
Ooh. Okay, and
No problem at all.
what do you do to light your way? Anything?
Blow his cigarette.
I'm I'm gonna take out 2 more cigarettes and light those to have triple the. So I'm smoking 3 cigarettes.
I know I'm imagining. Wasn't it Tom and Jerry? And Jerry at one point, like a Wild West thing, had like 7 cigarettes in their mouth. Why am I thinking that? At one point or another. Cartoon.
He smokes
yeah,
the
it's
entire length of the
probably-
cigarette
yeah,
very
yeah.
quickly.
Well, there was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one. I'm thinking of. There's some cartoon where there's like an accordion of cigarettes hanging out of the mouth.
Yeah,
Accordion.
yeah.
Piano.
There's definitely a shot of Homer Simpson with a whole bunch of cigarettes in his mouth.
That too. It's probably all over
Just
the
like a
place.
full.
I'm burning through my Stanford smokers. I mean, I guess
to
this
get-
also gives me a buff.
It does.
because-
Each one gives you a buff. So I was just about to say, so you have a buff to your mind roll. Every one of these you smoke.
Oh my!
Yeah. So I do believe is it 5% per cigarette or is it 10?
I can't remember. There's got to be a cap because I
I
can't.
have. Yeah, there is.
mean,
there
part
is.
of-
It's like only one. You know, it doesn't stack. So you
Part of
just
me
have
says
one.
it was 10 just because
I'm
they're
thinking
limited.
it is 10. It is 10,
Yeah.
and they are limited. I'll double check my notes,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I remember making it 10 because my thought process was you only smoke the one, right, and then you have that effect for a while, and also Disco Elysium kind of nod because they do that in Disco Elysium as well. So okay, you are having this smoker and you're like, I'll find my own way. And I'm actually going to say that it's not that the light from the cigarette is lighting anything per se, but it's like you've been in the dark for a while and now your eyes are adjusted. And I'm going to say that, you know, the audience watching this would kind of like see maybe a hardened expression over Jim's face. And maybe you might hear like some kind of distant sounds that you can't really make up in the background as he's like calling on a memory of being in the dark and waiting from being his time in the military and not really having any light and just needing to rely on his own sight in the dark. And he's like, I'll make my own way. It takes a drag on the cigarette and looks into the dark. And suddenly you can see a little bit, almost like, you know, it's not like anything's lit, but you just kind of have a little bit of some dark vision here. As you're looking into the dark. But it is at that time that you guys hear and then some static.
This is an emergency bulletin. Be advised, individuals claiming to be federal investigators have been reported impersonating emergency personnel. Do not cooperate with unidentified officials. Contact local authorities immediately. This is not a test.
And the tone
Well.
will go again, but I can tell that Flick did not enjoy that tone, so I'm not going to play it again. It is the emergency tone.
Well, that's inconvenient.
Yeah. I think the jig is up.
The jig we were
only-
jigging.
Well, here's the thing. It
Come
did
on,
say
surely that
it
survived
said
the test of time.
impersonating. It just said impersonating without credentials. So we could potentially go, these are credentials, and people will see it and recognize that, and we can claim that someone else is trying to investigate or impersonate us because they knew we were coming into town because of this thing. We could flip that.
Ken, let's just be careful. It's
Yes.
obviously. All right. We
Where the hell are we then? This ain't.
I'm not sure. Can you
Yeah.
dim those things? Are you able to extinguish them and then reignite them? on command? Because we got to
I think I can now that they're here. I don't see why not. And
Sorry, you rolled a 3. You have complete control over these for sure.
Okay.
You need me to now?
No. But just be ready to. I'm going to take point on this because I can see fairly well. And if we hear anything, just extinguish them. You got to be stealthy about this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The
All right.
tone is heard again, and then you hear,
Emergency! A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for the Harrow Junction region. Residents should avoid elevated structures, radio towers, and exposed terrain. Seek shelter immediately. This is not a test.
and you will immediately hear like thunder, and you don't see anything light up.
Well, that's an approaching thunderstorm. We have shelters. That's rather nice of them.
Should one of us use these headphones, or what do you think?
Oh, sorry, this is not a test, is what would have been said right at the end of that.
You know, well, I think that's more once we get close, but we don't know where we are.
Yeah, I don't know when
well.
close starts.
That's what I mean. You know, might as well. We can
just have it on standby.
Yeah. Well, I'd say just put them on and follow us, and we can put hand motions to stop. And then if we need to tell you something, we can lean in real close or something like that.
All right, and if I see anyone, completely losing their mind and becoming subservient to some signal, I'll do something.
Yeah, sounds great. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna put the noise canceling headphones on as we proceed.
This is an emergency broadcast. Hostile individuals have breached the site. This is not a test.
We're not hostile. If you're referring to us.
Harry, I don't think it can hear us.
I don't
Stay quiet.
We don't know that. I mean, might as well just say it.
Well, let's just
we're
be
not.
quiet. We need to be quiet. There are people who are looking for us. Follow me.
And just nod, not saying a word, and follow you.
And where do you take them, Jim?
I think as I'm looking around, I'm looking for a discernible path forward that might be either an exit or, I don't know, anywhere that would have, like a map or a legend to it to kind of, because I'm assuming this is a facility and all facilities have some sort of legend or map.
Yeah.
Like the fire escape legend.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes.
make me a mind roll. You can have a +10 shift for your smokers.
Sounds good.
Ooh, charge success. That's
Okay.
a 55 under a 60.
Thought it was a 33 again for a second.
I think it shows a 33 dash through that when it says charged, but I think it just does that no matter what. It showed that on the 22 as well.
Oh.
I think it's just the coding of it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think, Jim, I don't know how you know this, but as you are navigating through this space, which in the beginning seems like a parking garage, you have heard you've heard the thunder, but there was no light. You know you're underground. You know it's kind of this weird service tunnel that you're in. You can hear steam rising from pipes as you're kind of like looking around and navigating them forward into the dark. But all of a sudden, you are struck with the knowledge that this is a civil defense bunker or shelter. And you didn't go to, or like it will be attached to that. You didn't go to 77. You're pretty sure that you might be in 56. With that charge success, I don't know how you come to that conclusion, but you've gone a little too far. And these were commonly connected to like hospitals or other kind of emergency zones, right, in the late 50s.
Would this be for nuclear fallout?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Jim, he wouldn't know anything about this.
Oh,
would have
that's
like
right.
a faint. He would have a faint idea, but
Oof, okay.
we didn't have nuclear fever until
That's
the
right.
50s.
Well, you still would have had like bomb shelters from like.
Oh, certainly. We would have had bomb shelters. So, like, I kind of I get the idea of what this is.
Yeah,
So it's not a facility. It's more so just like a, like you said, the defense bunker.
Yeah.
So I think with that knowledge, Jim's been in a few, so he knows kind of how to navigate out of it.
Yeah, maybe
with
even
that.
as you are kind of like going, your eyes see in the dark, maybe you see like a poster or something like that, some sort of, propaganda or media attention, a flyer, like don't be scared, be safe, or be prepared, or something like that. Yeah, don't be scared, be prepared. And then it's got like a, a family, under with, with a thumbs up or something like that in the bunker.
I'm going to take one of those posters
Yeah.
off it's a poster, I assume.
Yeah, sure.
And, Harry, go ahead and illuminate this a bit more. Is this the sort of propaganda that you would see in your timeline?
And I just kind of motioned my hand in the second gem because the two of them were together after Jim dismissed his, and one of them kind of float in front of it. It dims a little bit so that it's not like bright for the illumination there. But yeah. What exactly does this poster say? Show
like don't be scared, be prepared, and it's showing the like bunker.
Okay.
It I think both you and Gus looking at it could then go, oh my god, this is like the
This is a old World War II bunker. It's like a it's a bomb protection bumper. Jim.
I've got that idea, but
This ain't from our time. This is earlier.
I'm
that long after yours.
I'm assuming this poster would have like a mushroom because like all
Yeah.
of them would
Oh,
have like
yeah,
a
yeah,
mushroom
yeah,
cloud for
yeah.
nuclear
Yeah,
explosion.
yeah.
So like Jim wouldn't recognize that.
Yeah.
He would be like what's going on over there?
Yeah, World War II, there was a lot of fear around devastating warfare.
We dropped the bombs.
These are worse.
Big bombs.
This is worse.
So this is what happened afterwards. So
Yeah.
this is
take out a whole city type of bomb.
well,
all
I know
of it.
Yeah.
I'm aware. That's how we I know the Manhattan Project, all of that was declassified. So this is the
you're
future
right.
of that.
Yes, this is the fear of that. Yes.
The
But
Germans
this isn't
didn't
recent.
get it. Who got a bomb?
That's a discussion for later, but a lot of people is the answer.
What do you mean a lot of people?
Yeah.
Well,
There's a whole
I'll
thing.
digest that later.
Yeah, that would be wise.
He's like looking around. He looks at this poster, and then maybe you kind of see like the kind of, it's not lit up or anything, but there is sort of a door that would then kind of lead out of this space. And then maybe next to that is like an engraved panel, right? No paper, no electronics, but the panel would say, maybe like Wing 1, maybe emergency. I'm trying to think of like in 56 how hospitals would be labeled, but it's very clear that you're looking at like, oh, we are underneath the hospital. And maybe in that moment, as you guys are looking at it, or Jim points it out to you, you guys you make the connection that in 56, the radio is located underneath the hospital. You didn't go to 77. You went to 56, probably, or somewhere near there. And this is where the emergency broadcast is located at that time. Because you were considering that it was jumping around. And this is kind of solidifying that theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 77, it seems to be at the school. And in 56, it seems to be underneath the hospital.
And 88, it might be in the mine area behind a door. Yeah.
I think we're right where we need to be. But,
Yeah, not what we were hoping, but that's not usually how it works anyway.
No. The same way that we tracked the last signal, we're going to have to do it again. So,
Yeah. Well,
take Snake Eyes out, and then I'll charge it with the magnet. And,
and we
careful.
have
It seems active.
take out that well, do we want to do that? No, never mind. I was thinking the Scrabble box, but that's just from this year. That's not tied to the broadcasts necessarily. So I'm
Emergency alert. Containment of hazardous material has failed. Please evacuate the site immediately. This is not a test.
Hazardous material?
That?
Hazardous material? What?
That, for this location, doesn't make a damn bit of sense. It would be small biohazard material from a hospital, but nothing like nuclear waste or things of that nature here. I think that broadcast might be trying to just get us to leave. Which is...
Nuclear what?
No, don't worry about it. It's the bomb thing. It wouldn't be a thing related to this. Again, don't. I could sit down and discuss everything and give you all the details that won't help us. And I can't. I will later.
I understand that. I don't want a history lesson, but I'm just trying to understand what sort of materials. This is a bomb shelter. What sort of materials could be getting out of a hospital? Biohazardous or, like you said, nuclear waste?
That's usually what a hazardous material leak would be. Nuclear waste of some kind, but...
And if these bombs are more prevalent, maybe... I'm trying to draw a connection. Why would there be so much nuclear waste?
Because you don't know. I think this is specifically so it's getting people out of here. It wants people to leave. That's usually what it does. That seems to be the pattern. It doesn't want to be interacted with, so it tries to scare those away from it. Like, there's going to be a fire. You don't want to stay in the building there's the fire supposed to happen, right? There's going to be a flood. Make sure you're bunkered in and away from everything else. There's dangerous people on the premise. You should leave or hide.
This is an emergency alert. Fatalities expected. This is not a test.
See.
All right. Well, something's happening. We need to get to that broadcast station.
Agreed. And we're not doing this to harm you if you are here and able to listen. Just want to be clear. Sorry. Okay. Well, take the lead, Jim. Did you see the best?
Well, I could still see, but don't you want to take out Snake Eyes and see if you can't track down the signal?
Yep, absolutely right.
Make your Snake Eyes roll.
Yep. And so what I do is I take out... He's got the magnet's going to roll over it. I got Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have, from before, which I used, the frequency meter matched to the frequency that this broadcast is supposed to be at, if it stayed the same.
Yep. As you pull out these three things, I think you just feel an urge to, like, maybe you should use your book. I think your book would probably be better than, like, I don't know, half of these things that you're trying to use as an anchor.
I mean, using it with Snake Eyes makes more sense, actually, than the frequency meter, at least. The frequency may change. That's fair. Yeah. Pull out Snake Eyes.
You mean the book?
Yeah, the book.
Yeah, the book.
Like, the book's attached. Yeah, well, I have both. I'm going to use them in tandem.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. As long as you're using the book, yep.
So, yes, I take the book out. I flip through a few pages,
Mm-hmm.
looking for where I put my own entry of Snake Eyes in the book.
Yep, okay, yep.
And do that. Just kind of review everything. I wrote it there. I know what it says, but it's part of the ritual. Reading the thing, you know, get your three pieces. In this case, one of them is the book. One of them is the magnet. I guess Snake Eyes technically is one of the three.
Yep, it is one of the three. That's fine. So you can use.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's redundant in my mind, but it makes sense.
Yeah, you're just at the entanglement level now, where if you don't use the book, you actually get a negative shift for not using it. So using the book here will grant you that 15 shift.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then after that, I do the thing where I, you know, even though it's a fourth thing and it doesn't add anything, I still have my dice. I roll them below on them, and then pretend to roll them at Snake Eyes.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and make your magic roll.
16 success.
Ooh, what does this look like? Because you're using your book now to do this, and I believe this makes you 5/5 out of your entanglement level with your book, right?
That is correct.
So something happens here as you kind of like entangle with this book. You're going to be at a severe disadvantage if you try to cast magic without using the book now.
Sure.
So what do we see as you kind of solidify your entanglement with the book?
Yeah. I think what I end up doing I mean, I open the book, I read the ritual, or part of the ritual, I read the spell for it. After reading it, snap the book shut as kind of all right, I have read the recipe, toss it down. I'm, again, shake the dice, blow on them, roll them at Snake Eyes. And I meant to just pretend roll, but they slip, I let go, I do whatever, and the dice hit Snake Eyes, bounce, land at my feet. I pause for a second, pick them up, and doesn't feel right, didn't do something right. Open the book back up, read it again, have the magnet rubbed on it for that other part, and then I roll the dice into the book, and that's where they stay.
Okay.
As in they do the rolling and then kind of go 2D and meld, and on the front of the book now, there are 2 dice.
What part of you fundamentally physically changes now? What feature do you now have that shows that you're entangled with this book? Or that something's wrong with you? Like if a normie were to look at you, they're going to be like, oh, something's off about you. What is it?
I'll let you decide between 2, because I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, sure.
One of them, if they look me close enough in the eyes, it almost looks like there's an after image of 2 Snake Eyes dice. If they look real hard and kind of look away, you know when you look at a light and like you look away and you see where the light was?
Yeah.
Same thing with my eyes, but instead you see dice.
Ooh, that's
just a
weird. Okay.
Brief moment there.
Yeah. Okay.
That, or I think I'm trying. I think if anything, it almost looks like I have kind of gained a tattoo of a bookmark, but it doesn't look the same to anybody. It's always someone's favorite book. Anytime you look at it, it's your favorite book. It's not someone else's.
That's crazy. I love that.
The book that you would want to read, like I would want to read this.
Yeah.
But it looks. The bookmark doesn't look healthy. It's not like a pretty little bookmark, and it looks more like it would be made of some sort of hide.
Can we actually say that it's a quote from whatever their favorite book?
Yeah.
So like it's maybe like on your forearm, and then when
Yeah.
somebody looks at it, they go, "Oh my gosh, I love that book."
Yeah.
And you have to navigate not being able to read what it says for them.
Yeah.
Because it says something else for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Yep.
goes right into my deception abilities.
Yep. And so I definitely think you will feel the pain and the searing flesh here as this is kind of like tattoos being writ on you from this book. What does it say for you when you look at it?
Oh, I know what it is. Hold on.
I
Just to find the
also have
exact
an
quote.
idea, but yes, go for it. It would be from this book, I think, or something similar.
Oh, I was thinking from just favorite book in general.
Sure. What?
Let me see what the quote is because I wanted to see that. On the book itself, or on the quote, what I would pick for me.
Yeah.
According to the guide, the main thing that flying requires is the ability to throw yourself at the ground and miss.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide. So I don't think that for Harry it's going to be something positive like Hitchhiker's Guide. I think it's going to be something from this book specifically because it's your book, and you said it would be a quote from a book that they want to read as badly as you want to read this book. I actually think it just says abandon hope, all ye who enter. And that's what it says on your forearm for you forever when you look at that spot. But other people will see something else.
Sure. Maybe I even saw the first quote and then it erased itself and that went there.
And then that became there instead. Yeah. And Harry, you know kind of intrinsically now that you are very much entangled with this book. No one can take it from you or you will die. It's just you need this book.
Yeah. Not much has changed then.
Yeah.
And yeah, so once all that takes place, the entanglement, I don't know, there's noise canceling on Gus, but Jim, I don't know if Jim would have caught or heard, say, a tattoo gun.
It's super. It's super obvious that something gets etched into you. It's very magical what you've just done. Like, we can see the green glowing from the book. Like, a successful pact has been made. So even though Gus can't hear anything, I think he definitely sees something being writ on your arm. So does Jim. And there is the moment where you roll the dice like you have before in front of Jim, but it doesn't succeed. And then you pick it up, open the book, and roll the dice onto the book. It's almost like the book has its own containment field that no one can see, preventing the dice from rolling off of the book. And then it rolls to the thing. And it's like Harry doesn't even realize what's happening, but it's very clear. This book's magic is swirling around him as he's doing this. He kind of flinches a little bit as something is being like etched into his forearm. And then he looks and goes that way. Like he's just oblivious to what has just happened to him in a way. He's focused on the end goal and he points in the direction, says that way.
Well, probably a 2 on
yeah. Oh, yeah.
the dice.
It's close.
I think Jim's going to acknowledge that just happened. Is like, that is a whole can of worms that we need to get into later.
Yep.
But
Just keep adding to that pile.
It's a pretty big pile.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to turn to Gus with a sort of like, you saw that too, right?
Huh?
Gus is, well, Jim's looking at Gus with that sort of like, you saw that too, right? The kind of look take at Harry.
He doesn't say anything. He's just looking like at you and then at Harry like, you saw what I saw, right?
I like nod.
Did he not see?
Oh, he definitely saw. He definitely saw.
Oh, okay.
But it's one of those things where, like, when you can't hear anything, it's like, are you speaking without moving your mouth? Like, is this a silent exchange?
Am I missing
My
something?
lack of ability to hear makes it impossible for me to read this as a silent exchange.
Oh, yeah, no. Jim would know that. That's why I did the look.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
just looked. He didn't say anything, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I've started walking.
Yeah.
Like,
And
without
he's
really
walking.
paying attention of people not following me for that moment.
So
Okay.
we have a moment. I kind of want to know what the expression is. As Harry's like walking off, what's Jim's expression? I know you said you kind of are like, let's leave this for later, but if this were a movie and it cut to your face, what would it look like?
Deep concern would wash over us, but it would be like a very solemn sort of like, I've been suspecting something and now I've just got all the proof that I need.
Yeah.
And I am deeply, deeply worried.
Takes just like another drag from his salami smoker, right? As it's kind of like towards the end.
I've got kind of 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's got a very concerned look on his face as he just like takes a drag and then follows after Harry. Gus, what about you?
I'm double checking the soundproof headphones to make sure that they are affixed.
You can't hear shit. Yeah.
I'm finding that kind of weirdly stressful and as its own experience. I don't like being deprived of one of my senses, so I'm just keeping my eyes peeled for everything that is not my 2 companions, as I am, or my companions. I'm just gonna, if I can't hear anything, I'm gonna try and like scour the darkness and make sure I see anything before it sees us. Hopefully.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world gone bad. Where we start.